Chaos. Reminds me of home. I love the smell of blood and guts in the morning. It's time for you to experience true fear.
Oh my god, Jim!
Pretty good. It's gonna be a triple kill. Jim comes on fire. Jim comes on fire. Right angle, but couldn't land the shot. The dark scope, the two-piece! Oh my god! Oh no! He was down to 1 second on the clock!
Já pegou bala na cara do Master. O Almarinho vai tentando fazer o primeiro. Vai tentar o tiro por de bomba! Vem! Clutch muito difícil de vencer, mas...
Square on the body that you hit. He no-scoped Raballo right there. He no-scoped.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another Mobile Mayhem. This time we're back with the girls and all the women out there. Happy International Women's Day. And of course, it is going to be me day. And I'm joined by Verdict, who is sitting in a very dark room right now, but looking
Yeah,
fancy as ever.
well, I mean, my head's kind of hurting, dude. I don't feel like turning my lights all the way up, so you guys are gonna have to deal with it for right now until my headache gets better. I drink a little bit of water, so maybe that'll speed the process up. But yeah, we're back at it. Tuesdays and Thursdays, International Women Day, of course. We planned this specifically for Mobile Mayhem Girls start too, so it was just a perfect coordination. The admins are absolutely fabulous when it comes to stuff like that, and you know what? I'm ready to dive on into it. Who's all on the agenda for the night? What teams are we looking at for tonight?
Oh, we got some great matchups here, Verdict. I obviously got to cast another one of the girls' events just over the past couple weeks, which is why I wasn't able to join you on Sundays, but that gave me a little bit of an insight to a lot of these teams. First up for game one, we've got Celeste versus the Angels, and this is definitely bound to be an incredible matchup. For game two, we are going to have the Girls versus the Violets. I'm being a little bit of a bot here. I did not click the right button. Boom, there we go. Now we've got the matches of the day on the screen. For game
Bam.
three, we'll be looking at Xplicit Girls versus Hell Girls. And for game four, we have ARP Haze versus OK Divanity.
Okay, I've heard of OK Divanity. I'm very familiar with ARP as an org, but not too familiar with the roster that they have. Hell Girls I've heard of before. Xplicit I've seen. Violets I haven't. UD Girls I haven't. Celeste I'm obviously familiar with, as well as the Angels. So is this a rematch of the grand finals from last season?
It
Is that what we're seeing right here?
indeed. Yep. It is absolutely a rematch. The Angels roster, you will most certainly recognize all of the players. The roster has not really changed too much. I think some of the subs have maybe swapped on out. But I do think largely the Celeste roster has changed to a point where you'll probably be seeing some new faces. And let me tell you, there is some great talent on these teams. June, definitely a player that you're going to have to watch out for. And not only June, but Aeon has absolutely been frying. We know what Kira brings to the table. We know what Bianca brings to the table. And then, of course, you've got Annabella to round things out. So really super solid stacked lineup there. And for the side of Angels, you've got Chels, Nicole, Lydia, Brixta, and none other than Aerith herself.
Here we go. Well, certainly going to be an eventful season. I know last time we did this was around December, right? And we didn't have as many teams, so I think we didn't only have like maybe three matches per night, 4 matches per night. Definitely going to be super exciting now as we're going to go ahead and get geared up for first series on the day. It looks like we're going to be starting off with a Hardpoint Summit. I don't know if we've gone over that yet, but Hardpoint Summit,
Flawless.
SD
I just
Fire
put it on the
Range.
screen.
Bam, baby. Domination standoff if it does go to game 3. Obviously, we're not promised game 3. But if we do, it will be that Dom standoff. Dom Summit banned from Celeste and the SKS for obvious reasons. Angels opting to ban Hardpoint Crossfire as well as Type 25. Without further ado, we've got opening ceremony. Music going on in the background. I'm assuming you don't have music, but you guys get it. We're painting the picture. Here we go. Game number 1, that Hardpoint Summit is going to be delayed.
Now, we do have players backing out of the lobby, so we'll get refreshed for you guys here in just a second. Obviously, the SKS ban is going to be a big one. That was, clearly going to be targeted against Aerith. And, man, Summit is just a phenomenal map for the Angels. So, definitely a smart call for Celeste to ban away a potential Game 3 Dom from being on one of Angel's best maps. It is going to be Summit to open things off. But I do got to say, Celeste have done a great job of opening up in their hard points. They've looked really good in their Search and Destroy as well. But getting into the later stages of the Dom, I do believe I saw a comeback for the Angels in both of the Doms that I saw them play over this past weekend. So hopefully they've been able to tighten things up. They'll give us a really good match, and be getting ready to jump into it soon, hopefully.
Soon, hopefully soon. Now is looks like the Angels had a little bit of a no ping, no party kind of scenario. Obviously, well, okay. Looks like we're gonna get a first series sub. Not necessarily sure what the case is there, but no harm, no foul. We didn't necessarily start off, and it doesn't look like we're gonna see one player that was already in the lobby, but not gonna be removed. I'm taking a look at it. Game crash. That's tough. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so
Game
obviously
crash, then
we've
who dis?
yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, it looks like we may have Bianca subbed out, chat, so that would be interesting. She's been a really key player in the Celeste lineup so far this year, and definitely a repeat star player for Mobile Mayhem season past. So should be getting ready to get into it. Yeah, I mean, again, you'll recognize the Angels right off the bat. Team has stuck together for a long time. You'll recognize most of the players for Celeste, but got some new really spicy talent. Verdict. Wait till you see June Snipes. She's
Okay.
grass, dude.
All right, let's do it. I'm up for it. So you've seen a lot more than I have here recently. I know that I watched all of last season, but things change in a matter of weeks, let alone 2 months since we've seen these girls in Mobile Mayhem. So definitely going to be interested to see how it pans out. Now we're getting to Clash of the Titans scenario game coming through off the rip. This is going to be a rematch from last season's grand finals. Obviously, Celeste was able to win that one, but at the same time, I don't think we got to see a complete matchup that grand finals. I think it was a lot of health issues going on with some of the girls with test positive for COVID. And it's a huge thing now. And I was recently sick about a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Or
I literally
2 weeks.
I was like it wasn't quite a week. It was quite like 4 days. But bro, I didn't feel like doing anything. And I had to cast solo for like 2 days. I was miserable, homie. I wouldn't imagine trying to like sweat and be sick at the same time.
All right, well, we are getting ready to get on into it. It's going to be Angels versus Celeste on a Summit hardpoint to start things off here, Verdict. And we know how good the Angels have done in seasons past on Summit. Do you give the edge to the Angels here, or do you believe in Celeste to spice things up a little bit?
You know what? I gotta roll with consistent and constant. That's gonna be the Angels. Angels have been anything but upsetting here recently. The last season, obviously, they got a little upset, but for good reason. Right now, we're into it, and right off the bat, 20 seconds in, only 17 going in favor. And counting now for the girls over at the Angels, but no points off the rip. And, P1 can be devastating.
Oh, Brixta!
But Brixta, she's even more devastating. Good night.
Yeah, that was a hell of a three-piece coming through there. Lydia going to clean up one, make it two. Looking for a three-piece of her own. Can't quite find Aeon. Aeon finding, at least knocking one off streaks, but doesn't peek the corner, and that's going to be Nicole picking up two. And almost a full hold coming through for the Angels. Kira comes through, lasers one, but, well, the half-health reach out onto Aerith, not ideal. Aerith picks up two of her own, and man, what a start for the Angels. Like we said, Summit has just been incredibly dominant for this team for several seasons now, and they continue to reign supreme here, at least so far in the start of this hardpoint.
Yeah, start of hardpoint P2. 59 seconds off the bat on P1. Talking about being super dominant. This is a map they just do it well on. Aerith going to be able to hold down the top of the control room. Is able to find two more, but third's coming through. Needed to reload. She's going to be taken down. 60 points. The girls right back in. Angels are just continuing to wreak havoc all throughout this P1, P2 rotation. P3 right around the corner. About 20 seconds left on P2 catwalk. It has been anything but successful. It's been successful for Celeste. 20 points more than they got off of P1, so I don't know if you can really count that as an L, but now a 55-point deficit is going to have to be overcome, and it's actually going to get worse now. As you can see, that last little bit of trickle time is going to go in favor of Angels. A little bit of contest there, a little bit of a do-si-do. It looks like Tatia, she's going to get the better of that trade, but the sacrifice is you don't have spawns for P3.
Well, they might be able to get them. They do get a couple kills cleared out on the Angels, but not quite deep enough to get the spawns to flip. And, well, actually, I was confused on which team was which color there. They actually do have the spawns. So the Angels are going to be the ones having to fight for it. And they didn't get quite deep enough there to get the spawns for themselves. Now, Lydia pushing in, does get dropped. And there is at least a couple players spawning out in Aeon and Tatia. No, that would be Tatita? Yeah, Tatita.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Aerith with the Purifier is going to find 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Oh, just 1 and 2 assists apparently.
Oh, well, you know what? She's got all the streaks that she could use, as well as didn't quite get that cluster strike, but oh my, is going to be able to find a nice 2-piece with the bread there. So all the rotation over here, the P4, they were pushing this game within, you know, there's no way they're going to be able to bounce back unless they get a massive P4 rotation here for the girls over at Celeste. And right now they are trying to get this break, but this top side of control is certainly not a great transition. Aeon to Tia going to be able to find 2, but Lydia is going to be able to come through and find 2 more. So everything is an answer here for the girls over the Angels, and they are just absolutely running away with this game.
Yeah, they've got themselves a 80-point lead right now, or just about, rather. We do have June pushing up, getting 2 in the feed, and now we actually do have a bit of a break for the side of Celeste. Keep in mind, guys, who maybe watched this past weekend, we are playing on a different rule set than maybe you remember from Sunday. So this is going to be the full Mobile Mayhem rule set that you guys will recognize from last season. And right now, the Angels are just still absolutely rocking it, and it's hard to say if it's the rules or just the map, because obviously, as we've mentioned several times, this has been a great map for the Angels in the past, and well, right now it's looking like it's going to continue to be for this season as well. And I think Celeste maybe set a little bit of a precedent off the start. If you're going to go up against the Angels, yeah, probably take Summit away. They chose Dom this time, and I don't know, right now you might be thinking the hard point might have been a better choice.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I think it's a perfect choice, because you start off with a hard point Summit band, and then you might have a shot at a Game 3 life, and, you know, you'll deal with Domination Summit if it comes there. Right now, they are looking to get some dominance here on P1, and finding a little success, a lot more than they found early on in the first reset round. So second time is a charm, as we can see it now. There's still a 75-point lead over for the girls over the Angels, and Celeste tried everything they can to go ahead and shut it down here. They've got it. Drizzy, Kira, DeBenji, and June going to be able to rack up a few kills in the feed, and that is going to be almost a full 40 seconds already right here. So if they get this last little bit of trickle time, this might be a very profitable hill for them.
Yep, right now leading the lobby is going to be Aerith with 20 kills on board. She's 20 and 10, double positive. You've also got Nicole with 19, and Tutita actually with 18 as well. And this is my first time seeing her. I didn't see her at all throughout the last event, so this is a little bit of a new sight for me as well. Annabella going to come through, does pick up 1 on to Lydia there, actually make it 2 in the feed for her. And right now we're looking at a 70-point advantage. Aerith gets a double coming through with the lightning strike and finds June with the CBR.
There we go. Now, as we can see it, game's starting to get a little out of hand. We'll see if the girls over at Celeste can pull it back. You know, you thinking for a quick listen-in with Celeste, see how those comms sound as they are battling back, trying to make the comeback and doing a solid job. P1 reset was actually pretty solid, but P2 again out in the open. Those streaks coming through, it's absolutely devastating right now.
Yeah, you sure you want to jump in with Celeste, or you want to do Angels?
I mean, I kind of want to hear them when they're down. I want to hear what they're saying. I want to hear. Yeah, let's do it.
Fine.
I'm smoking.
I got spare.
There's one.
There's one connector. Nice.
They're gonna spawn there. I'm smoking backside. Why am I gonna go such? Woo! She's on point. Like, you guys can backside her. Nice.
I'm watching connector.
No. Fuck.
She's dead.
Connector. Nice.
You watch everyone.
Two more connector. 2 more connector. What's your connector? No. There's no one.
No, I got killed by the trophy. Entrance.
There's another.
I have two snow.
Connector? Nice.
Yo, I need help.
I got it. Snow. What the freaking demon? Oh, I just whiffed.
One mid. Connector.
The setup
One tap.
There's one forklift. What the freak? She's lit. Just set up next. Nice. Set up next.
Oh, there's one next. On top. I didn't saw her. Oh my god.
How can I get her on point if she's like... She's in there, guys. I'm scared.
I got the
I got point nice.
I got the one.
I'll hold scraps.
They have rotation.
All right, well, at least they were staying positive there. You could hear the call-outs for make the rotation over to next verdict, and you know, again, they're not getting on each other's case. They're just trying to push for next and have a better hold. I think to a degree you have to imagine, you know, they know what the Angels are capable of on Summit, so maybe they've also just accepted the position that they're in. But kind of hard to tell. I mean, you know, again, the comms are positive and they had some good callouts.
Yeah, I was all on board with it. What the freak is you know, the thing I heard most prominent towards the end, but I gotta commend them. I mean, they're doing a good job. They get the break there in P2 or P3 rather, and they set up proper. They get a nice chunk of that pie, but right now they're sitting in a position where, you know, P4 is make or break for them. You need the remainder of the scrap time. They need to be flawless on P1 to even consider a comeback. Right now, it's been a difficult road and a difficult ask, but they've came through with a lot of positive energy. So, big game here for Angels off the rip. Bricks are going to be able to pull out the Grav Vortex, shutting down the front side of that top control, and this might be it. They're setting up for new. They're bunkering up for a big P1, and we saw how big P1 was the first time around for them. So it get very well into here. Day 16 seconds is, oh my God, Annabella and Kira coming through with the slide peak of a lifetime, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
No, it doesn't look like it right now, Verdict. We're 12 points away from an Angels win, and Kira does pick up a pretty key kill there, but with less than 10 points to go, you're just in such a dangerous position where you can't afford to give up any trickle at the beginning or end of a hard point. And, well, you're in a match where you already haven't had control in the first place, and that's already going to split your attention and make things increasingly difficult. And sure enough, the Angels come through with a 250 to 160 win here in our first game of the Mobile Mayhem Girls winter season. Is winter or is this spring?
This is spring. This is definitely spring, right?
I don't know. It snowed the other day.
It's
so
March.
I don't
it's
know.
March, homie. It's spring. Yeah. Hello says spring.
Man.
Shaking my head. Come
Listen,
on, bro.
listen.
Shaking my head. Game one, you know, no other than the Angels come through with a lot of energy. They pick up a 250 to 160 win. Taking a look at it. Of course, they're going to be able to do so when they've got a minute 53 on the hill in Aerith and 36 and 22. You ban the SKS. You can't ban Aerith, though. She finds a way to do it with anything, and a big game one indeed. Now, as you take a look at it, I mean, other than that, I don't think anybody else's stats were like crazy wild with KD. Everything else was pretty solid for, you know, for the rest of the girls, but she's definitely standing out amongst the pack. And on the flip side of things, a newcomer that we're not familiar with, I'm sure people in chat are, but maybe they have to brief us on it. Tatita?
I'm going
Tatita? Tatita. 29-25, minute 9 on the hill. She desperately wanted to get this win. And 90 points is, I mean, on some map where, you know, the Angel Girls kind of reign superior, nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, and, you know, one of the big factors here is what a leader that Aerith can be. We noticed the last time we cast a Mobile Mayhem Girls season that whenever Aerith wasn't there, things did look a little bit more even for the Angels and a lot of the other teams out there. Aerith, while so very jokingly toxic, also just a really, really positive person to be around on your team, right? So when we jump into the comms, which we unfortunately didn't do during that game, hopefully we'll get a game 3 here and get that opportunity. You'll always hear that she's directing and funneling that information for the team, always giving out compliments to her teammates when she, you know, sees them, you know, get a couple kills in the feed or get streaks or shoot the bodies of their enemies. I mean, you know, it's just, it's a good time. So hopefully we'll be getting set here soon for a search and destroy. And again, we know what sniper talent Angels bring to the table, and that's going to be a big challenge for June.
All right, well, you got your work cut out for you. You find yourself in a hole here after the first game. We flip sides. Now you're going to be on the attack. You get to be the aggressor. Off the rip here in search or destroy, but we know how well firing range is played by the girls over at Angels. So I'm not, you know, saying it's going to be a 2-0, but this is a very difficult map to overcome. This talent and what is we've known as just a dominant force in the Angels, but certainly if they're going to turn it around, it's got to be here. So firing range game number 2, we are ready to rock and roll. And day off the rip, you're saying June is the sniper to watch. I'm on board with her.
Well, I definitely saw her sniping over the weekend, so we'll be on the lookout. She does have the Locust in hand right now. She was hitting some pretty good shots. I was a little unfortunate to not catch many of them on stream, at least from her perspective. But you know, if I flicked my eyes to the mini map when she got a kill, you could see some of the angles that she was pulling off, some of those thread the needle shots that we you know, have seen popularized by a lot of the I guess what, meta snipers, I guess. I don't know what the right word here is. I'm drawing a blank, but you know, just some of your top tier snipers. There we go. That's what we're looking for.
There we go.
Here.
Oh, Kira actually might be the one to watch now. Is we did see Lydia get the drop there on June, but as soon as I swapped over to Kira, she gets dropped by Brixa, who is cross map, and that red action looked pretty solid. Now is the diamond. We know you're a sweat, Brixa. Let's see it. 1 kill on board for her, 1 kill for Lydia before she dropped. Aerith opted not to snipe this game. It does have, well, never mind. I think she's picked up the punk power. She also has the CBR4 to work with as well. So does have the drop on 1 up top, and you know, this little interaction might be huge if Tatia can find some shots on 1, try to equal things out. Bomb's going to go down nonetheless. 2 for 3, and a solid hold needs to be held here by Annabelle and Aeon as we have 35 seconds on the clock. The 3v2 retake is pushing through. Oh my! Don't peek out of the trailer. Don't peek out of it, Aeon. That is going to be it for you. And now it's just going to be Annabella who. 1v3, bombs down, 22 seconds. Smoke's going to come through along with it. She's taking shots through the smoke, and that is a tough transition to make.
Well, those bullets come spraying down A long. I think I heard some body shooting going on before I switched on over. Nicole, of course, always has her diamond melee secondaries. Saw the prize fighters out there. No shock. No shock. But, well, 1-0 lead so far for the side of the Angels. I think we'll go ahead and pop on June once again and see if she's able to maybe find a little bit more. As I say that, I literally switch right off of her and go to Aerith, who's pushing up aggressively.
That's a bold move. Bold indeed. June actually trying to get the revenge here from Lydia, who's peaked this A alongside two rounds in a row this time around. Not going to be as aggressive as she was last. She got caught right there on that bomb head glitch. Oh, taking some shots through wood. Not going to find anything. Just literally trying to find whatever she can. But June, she's found her first blood, and that's going to be Brixa biting the dust right there. This A push looks like it might come through. We can see Tatia actually going to be able to find one herself. That's going to be Nicole dropping it now. Aerith, who's also half health, looking to recover, is going to make it successfully through 10, but for how much longer? Bombs down, 40 seconds on the clock, Day.
Well, if you're Annabella, I think you honestly just chill here and don't challenge Chels on the heady here. Got a sniper lined up and ready to go. We can see Aerith actually pushing through the back. Didn't switch quick enough, but Tatita does make the rotation behind Chels, and now Aerith is left alone in a 1v4. Does get taken down by Kira, and that's going to tie things up 1-1.
Solid round to recover on. You get that first blood. Your prime sniper in June does pick up 2, and that's certainly going to help you with your efforts on this A site. And Brixa dropping early, that's a huge factor as we're taking a look at it right now. She's got 1 kill on board. We know she's lethal with the shots. Nicole, going to be your top frag for the side of the Angels, but oh my god, here comes Lydia, and she wants blood. She's dropped the sniper, picked up the P90, and going to play it safely here. She's done her deed, falls back, doesn't overextend, love the plays there, and just waits for her opponents to push and try and get that refrag. On the backside, you got Nagaboo, who's got 2 in jungle side, gets shots on 1, is opted to jump out of the jungle house.
No shot. Oh.
Good night. Oh, good shots. Nicole just absolutely beaming, and you're thinking about a jungle push? That is definitely not to play with her there.
Well, that does leave Annabella left alone. She's taking shots. She's getting surrounded, and it's going to be Lydia picking up the kill. Almost looked like Aerith was going for an assassination there. Not that we have those in COD Mobile, but... Dude, that'd be awesome.
Day, how many times would you have been assassinated when you play COD Mobile? If,
every single
big facts. If you said anything else, I would call you a liar.
Thanks, bud. Thanks.
Well, here we go. Jungle side push. 5 players stacking all the way through. The girls over at Celeste. They want blood. They want the thirst real quick. There's, oh my god, so many players here to work with. Now, June does find first blood. It's massive. Brixa dropping. That's the second time she's caught the shots from June this game now. But some 2-for-2 trades coming through. No harm, no foul. Chow's there to Chow. And Chow, she does the shots, the DOQ, the punk power, 100% on point. But oh my! through the connector.
Oh,
Kira!
Kira!
Girl, what is that?
Well, I didn't see the I didn't see her perspective, but we got a quick
Caught it
glimpse
from the other
yeah, we
Yeah.
caught
From
the
Chels?
receiving
Woo!
end. Yeah,
Woo!
that was rough,
Man.
man.
Yo, those shots on point. Chels had no idea what she was walking into.
Well, definitely a little bit rough there, and actually we have an aggressive push out of Tutita, who does get taken down. First blood comes through, but Aeon does get dropped in return, or drops Lydia in return. Chell's gonna find one onto Annabella, takes another onto Kira, and now Aerith pushing up, takes down Aeon again, and the girls from Celeste. Oh, June! Oh, that feels so bad.
Talk about being ouch, Chels, the shot. Yo, last round she took that personally. She found 3 this round, and well, she didn't find. Did she find 3 this round? Yeah, she did. She was 1 kill deep last round.
Can we go back and talk about that headshot from June getting a hit marker?
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's the power of the Locust, right?
Bro, that looked like it was all dome all day long, and that's just rough, man. That's just so rough.
Well, what's rough, it is what it is. 3-2 now as we flip sides. A little bit of a conservative push. Nothing conservative about where Aerith is, though. Look, she is looking to do a little bit of demon time work. Does find one, gets the job done, falls back. That entry fragger coming through in handy for the girls over at Angels and Celeste. They're going to be left scrambling now. You can see all 3 of them looking for the player who's lurking, and she's done the deed, and she's got out of dodge. So they're going to be left scratching the head. One player dropped. There's nobody traded in their favor. And look at Brixta. She is in a cheeky tower spot. Of course she is. She's from EU. This is what all EU strategies look like across the pond. You look at, you know, the EU scene as a whole. They are notorious for this tower side drops. But just one up here right now. Tatia looking to get the revenge frag. She's not going to be able to do it. Lydia's going to stick the bomb down. And that's going to be 43 seconds down for the 2v5. As soon as I said, I was about to say 3v5, but Nicole said, hold my drink, verdict gets a 2v5.
Well, this should be a free one for Annabella. She does pick that up, and now you can see Tutita is pushing through back, finds some shots onto Lydia, but isn't quite able to lock down the kill. It's a 2v4, and you can't be feeling super confident if you are the side of Celeste, but at least they've kept this one close. We're looking at a 3-2 right now. Aerith does pick up one for the trade. Annabella gonna find one more before Chels takes her down, and the Angels now leading 4-2.
Here we are. Lead starting to get a little out of hand. The attack side just seems to be very, very popular here for the girls over at Angels. They found 2 in a row, or 1 in a row. Good night. This first seems like it's been 2 in a row. It's been a long day. Forgive me. Don't forgive me. It's okay. Drizzy, long day for her. Absolutely not. Stuff. Founds first blood, but quickly going to get 2 taken away from her as well. June, Kira, and Annabelle looking for the smoke all through this B-long site. Containers completely covered. Kira's going to be able to continue to do God's work. And right here, 2 players left. That's Aerith and Brixta. The A-side push last round paid off, but it was a little more strategic. Oh, my, Aerith. Through the cracks, catches Kira off guard and gives her a taste of her own medicine.
Well, verdict. Don't know if I'll ever forgive you, but I will try. We'll try.
Wait, if you're talking about June, okay, that wasn't a hit marker.
Yep.
You're talking about what
this
that
girl's
YouTube clip.
Solid. Oh,
you're talking
yeah,
about the YouTube clip. You're gonna have to get over it, bro. I will do it again, and I will laugh even harder while I do it. Savage.
Well, June versus Aerith. My opinion, possibly the strongest member of each of their teams, respectively, based on, again, last week's performance. I haven't seen enough of Tutita yet for me to fully say. I mean, she obviously came through top frag for the team in the hard point, but we're looking here at the Search and Destroy. It has certainly not been an incredible strong one for her, but June does have 4 on board. Aerith with 9, however. Really rocking the CBR4. Picks up the bomb. No way June doesn't know the bomb's missing, right? Oh, she has no idea.
Yeah. She has no idea, but Aerith does a great job of concealing herself. Is going to be waiting for the push. 10 seconds left. June just going to opt to play time. If she gets this, oh man, she has no idea what's going on. Look, she's rotating all the way to A. Oh, the bomb doesn't go down. Aerith could have gotten a free bomb plant, but time was of the essence, and there was a little bit of paranoia. You hear the footsteps right outside of the container. Yeah, you know, I know she heard it. Repositions, didn't like to play, and time of the essence. That's gonna be a huge clutch for June, even though she didn't have to get the kill. She didn't have to get the kill. Obviously, Aerith didn't get the bomb plant down.
Well, that's that one's rough because that was a Angels win if I ever saw one. Aerith was going to get the free bomb plant as June had made a full-on rotation over to A, and from there she could really pick and choose her angles for the defense. And honestly, I'm just going to be glancing over at chat for the next minute while the delay catches up because that's rough. That's rough. Obviously, she doesn't see what we see. And again, when she went to plant the first time, she obviously heard some footsteps. And she figured that they were playing sound and she was probably going to get challenged.
Well, here we are. Byproduct of that, we got a 4-3 game. Bomb does go down. Lydia and Nicole going to tag team up. They're going to find two. Annabella and Tatita. They're going to be taken down. Aeon going to be spotted right there on sandbags, but it's a 3v4 in here, or 3v5 rather. There's no trades coming through. Make it a 2v5. It's Chell's just being flawless there. June going to be able to find one, and Aeon, she's going to be all on her Aeon. She's going to be taken down 5-3. We are on match point here in the Search or Destroy, and a 1-0 lead in the series. This could be a 2-0. What you got in the take there, Celeste? You got a game. 3 rounds, you got to be perfect. If you find 3, you can find 3 more. Is that the saying, Day?
That is the saying. That is indeed what we usually go for. You can see Lydia is pushed up. Oh, gets dropped by Kira. Gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. Lydia for Tutita. That's gonna be hard to keep saying. It's like so vaguely close to Tatio that my mouth always wants to say Tatio.
Tutita. Yeah, I know it, right? Hey, you could be like Cyber and call them Tatillo. I heard that the other day. I was like, what are you talking about, Cyber? Come on, bro. Nicole gonna be able to find Aeon, but it's the good old-fashioned 3-for-2 now. Is Shells and Nicole gonna be the last ones alive? Actually, scratch that. June says it's just one player alive, and that's just Nicole. Bombs down. Nicole gonna be able to quickly trade, pick it up, and 10 kills on board. Can she find 3 more and a round 10 victory, round 9 victory rather?
Well,
June certainly cannot.
Yep, June gonna find the kill on the rotation. We've only got 1 round separating these teams, but it is currently Angels on match point. So they can pick up 1 more round. They could close this out in 2-0 fashion. And Celeste, they might be looking to push us into a game 3 here shortly. Smoke goes down mid, really well positioned by the side of the Angels. And now as Lydia is pushing up, it does look like we're going to get a very aggressive bomb plant coming through. June looking for the jump shots. She does have Annabella with her. And he doesn't quite catch the corner she was looking for, but not getting any information either. That's pretty rough. And do have bricks to go on top. Does miss a shot on mid. That could be a key factor. Chels gonna find a kill onto June. Aeon walks right into Nicole. Not much you can say about that one, bud.
Oh, this is tough. Nicole gonna find 2 more. Lydia gonna be able to peek out the back door of the trailer site. Lo and behold, there's one right there creeping up. Nicole almost gets turned on right there, but Tatita? I can't do it, bro. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure something out, but solid game there for the side of the Angels. They go in. They handle business in a 6-4 search and destroy firing range win. That's going to be the big old 2-0, but you saw how last season started. It was very similar. This season, nothing's changed other than the fact that you're on a little bit of a redemption tour from last season because I wouldn't say you got robbed, but this is a situation where you really weren't able to put your best foot forward. And Celeste, they were. Tonight, it's not the case. Big game 1 here for our Mobile Mayhem Girls opener. And Day, I'm super excited about the rest of the 3 matches tonight. This was definitely the highlight one that I was looking forward to, the rematch. We get a little bit of a 2-0 fashion, and it's over before it even started, right?
Well, Angels are time after time again one of the top teams in the female competitive season, if not the top most consistent team. And not only Aerith coming through with 10, but Nicole putting up 13 on the board. Shells with
Sheesh.
7, 6 for Lydia, 4 for Brixta. Look over at the opposition, and we don't even have double digits. We still had plenty of players put up some very respectable numbers. We had Kira with 9, June with 8, Annabella with 6, and it starts falling from there with Tutita at 4 and Aeon. She was one of the key factors over the weekend, only came through with 2 during this game. So a little bit rough, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Well, you know what? If a cookie crumbles my way, I will be sure to make sure that I examine it next time, because sometimes that's just how the cookie. You know, it is what it is. Here we are. It was a good game. Game 1 was solid. Started off a little lopsided. Didn't get too better towards the end, but I commend the girls over Celeste. It was a hell of a attempt at a comeback. Search or destroy. You find yourself in a little bit of a pit, and match point was right around the corner, and not able to take it to that round 11. I think they might have been able to do something with that round 11, but we'll never know. What I do know is we're going to get geared up for our next series. So certainly going to be an interesting one now as we see the players loading into the lobby. They're going to get ready for that. That's going to be Violets versus the UD girls, Dave.
Yep, it is. We're going to take a quick break, just like 2 minutes, guys and girls, as we get our players in the lobby here. And also, I need to fill my drink because my mouth is dry. So we will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're getting geared up for our next match, which, well, verdict, this ought to be a pretty spicy one. It's going to be the UD Girls versus Violets, and you'll definitely recognize at least the team UD. Violets is definitely a newer formed roster in the scene, at least as far as I've been aware of. But they definitely have some talent as well. I just haven't seen them as much as I've seen the likes of the UD Girls, which the lineups are going to be Adri, Ginebra, Lila, Venus, and Nathy for the side of the UD Girls. And for Violets, we're looking at, oh boy, we're going to start with Iris, Boba Babe, Toka?
Tuka.
Athena,
Yeah.
and I'm going to let you take the last one.
Hecate.
I doubt that's it, but at least you said it, not me.
Hecate? Yeah, okay. Well,
We'll
hey.
work on it, chat. If anybody in chat can give us the pronunciation when we get in the game, please let us know because we're bots. But
Yeah.
we should be getting ready to get geared up. Should be getting ready to geared up for our first game verdict, which is going to be a takeoff hardpoint.
Yeah, we're getting geared up for that takeoff hardpoint. We're going to go ahead and ride on over to the beautiful, lovely Hollywood Hills of California. Hollywood, California raid. You guys know what I'm talking about. And then we're going to end up in the scorching firing range for Dom if we do see that game 3. Now, based on what I'm seeing in the lobby, again, I'm not 100% sure of the girls' talents from the Violets. I'm pretty familiar with the UD Girls. I think they were under a different team last season, so here they are this season. We'll see how they pan out now as we're going to go ahead and take off over a takeoff.
All right, well, we are just waiting on one player to connect, guys and girls, and we'll get you into the action. As we've obviously mentioned a couple times, it's going to be takeoff, and this is a map that can really capitalize maybe even a little bit more on team synergy rather than just team kills. So this should definitely be a pretty good matchup for these two teams to face off in.
We'll see how it pans out now. As we know, P1 and P2, it's definitely going to be a toss-up. P2, not so much more as P1 is, but who could ever get there and successfully hold the toss-ups seem to do very well moving forward. So, GD, we're going to be able to find the first frag there with a literal frag. Hecate. We'll just say that. Does that sound right? And Boba Babe. Oh, my. Big shots. Big kills. P1. Being locked down here by the girls of Violet, and they are just running away with it here.
All right, well, at least the admins say that they're going to struggle with these names as well. So, you know, we're at least not alone. But Boba Babe sliding up top is going to pick up one kill onto Adri. Layla going to get the refrag in Athena, but Boba Babe finds another, capitalizing on this top window. Venus finds one. No shot. Venus comes through with 5 HP and wins that gunfight. She now takes on a 2v1 and picks up both kills. Might be looking for a third in the feed. Ends up getting an assist to Layla. Shoots some bodies. Probably well-deserved. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my.
Venus.
Oh, man.
Right, well, there it is.
Hecate just gets absolutely turned on, but her little spree, it's over. And right now, we're looking at a P2 rotation where 2 points literally separate the two teams. Oh, my God. Venus, what are you on? That P90 is absolutely just devastating in your hands. 9 kills deep, and we're only 10 seconds into P2. Iris looking to make the transition up top. Iris, oh my, the hipfire just not it there. I wish I wouldn't have seen that one, Venus. We'll forgive you, though. You still got 9 kills, and you're looking pretty damn solid off the rip.
Well, sometimes it just happens, and right now we're looking at about a 17-point lead for the side of the UD Girls. It'll definitely come possible to see a comeback out of Violets. I mean, we're still on hill 2 right now. I mean, this could go either which way. It's 250 hard point, so it is quite a long game. You have Hecate up top. Have the Type 25 in hand. I'm going to have to double check what the bans were. I forgot. Probably the Kilo and something. Yeah, the Kilo. And actually, I'm not a ban for the girls.
And forfeited their weapon ban, so the UD Girls didn't get a ban. They didn't make it a appropriate choice in the matter of time. So right now, the time it's going to be collected here in P3 by the girls over at UD. And Violet, they are just getting absolutely ran through. This 20-second point, those are, what, they got 15 off the bat of P1, and then they got 5 off the bat of P2. So just a very unfortunate series of events have just ran through. P2 not successful for them. P3 looking like it might not be the same. But yeah, with Genebra literally streaking up and the Annihilator in her hand, I am for certain this break may not come through. As soon as I say that, I open my mouth, I stick my foot right in it.
Well, I was about to say something, so I'm glad you did, so I can blame it on you now instead. So, big claps for Verdict in chat, everybody, saving me a little bit of face. Oh, Boba Babe, no right to win that gunfight, does come through. Picks up a kill before getting taken down by Layla, who picks up 3 in the feed. Genebra is sitting on basically full streaks right now. She used her pred before we saw her die a moment ago, and does have the Lightning Strike and the Cluster Strike, which can be some really big tools, especially with a P1 coming up here shortly. Iris slide the corner, but doesn't quite pick up the kill. And as we look at the scoreboard, it's Layla out in front of everybody with 23 on board, 23 and 5. And Venus at 22 and 8, Genebra at 20 and 7. We have one player on the side of the Violets in double digits. That's Boba Babe with 11 into 21.
Yeah, this is obviously just a game that is just getting completely ran away with here by the girls over at UD, and certainly a tremendous effort after that P1 though. Just hasn't been there here for Violet. As a matter of fact, they've only been able to pick up 17 plus points since then. So you're taking a look at a very dominant UD girls roster. They've got streaks galore. Lila coming through. Layla, yeah, I'm gonna let you say, I think you said Layla. I'm gonna run with Layla, but 26 and 5 is just devastating right now. Take a look at a Genebra right there with 23 and 7. They've all streaked up. Venus, she streaked up at some point as well now, as she's still got a Lightning Strike to work with. And what do you think? Get a quick listen in with the girls over at UD. I was thinking maybe before this game gets out of hands, maybe I'll listen in with the girls over at Violets, but it's already out of hands, Day, so maybe just UD.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump on down.
No, están por ticket.
Sí, ticket, máquina ticket.
No, ticket.
No, una arriba de amarillo.
2 en amarillo. Muerte nueva.
Viene spawn.
No mames. Respawn, sí.
Ay, sí, perfecto, buenísimo.
Ay, 2 en punto. Se tiró una.
Nine. Uno respawn.
Lateral.
Abajo ventana. ¿Verdad?
Una.
Ay, buena.
Perdóname, mala mía.
Pido a estadio. Voy estadio. Ticket.
No, sube.
Ticket, 2 ticket.
Ay, no, me
Entra a punto.
Estoy en abajo,
Tú atrás.
Muerta.
Azul.
Una más.
Hay una azul.
Oh, tocadísimo.
Muerta.
Bueno. Ay, pura.
Muerta. ¿Ventana? Ay, no, ventana.
Mid.
All right, well, definitely some comms coming through there. A little bit quiet, but as long as they're getting through to each other, that's really what's important. Have a bit of a break coming in for the Violets here. Not a lot of time left on the hill for them here, but I guess at least they're denying some away from the UD girls who, well, they're getting set up for next, and theoretically speaking could, oh, no, I guess they're 1 point short.
No, they can't, yeah.
1 point, yeah. That's right.
Well, I mean, yeah. P3, even if you're flawless, there's no way you're getting 60 on that hill. You step on the staircase one time improper, you're out of the hill. Right now, they're going to try and do everything they can to get it. As you can see it now, there you go. It's just never a full 60 in COD Mobile. Here we are, P3 coming through, and nothing changed except for the amount of kills that's came through, and the points, of course, here for the UD girls. They are just rocking and rolling with it. It is a very, very tough first series here for the girls over at Violet. And UD girls, they're not slowing down. 34-19 for Venus. Layla going to be sitting with a fat 39 and 11. So, you know, when you've got players who are going almost quadruple positive, of course you're going to get big games and big wins off the rip. Athena's coming through for the contest. Going to be shut down, though, as we see the Purifier making its way in. P3 is certainly a great point and a full wipe there. Oh, that's tough. Audrey doing it with both the gun and the lightning strike. Picks up 4 in the feed, and the 5th was from her player. So 12 points is all that is needed. With how well they've been handling P4 rotations, I don't see this thing not ending into P4 hill.
Well, Tuca does pull out the Annihilator there and picks up 1, but gets dropped by Ginebra, and Nathy coming through with a 3-piece in the feed as well. 2 of them with the lightning strike. And that's going to be a dominating game for the UD girls, coming through with the 250 to 68 win.
Yeah, that sounds about
rough.
right. That's tough. Takeoff is a huge map. You can get lost in it, and obviously after P1, the girls over at Violet, they were lost the entire game. They picked up what, 40 points, 45 points. After P1 the first time around, and we went through a P2 or P3 reset, or P4 reset. So we went through 8 hills, and they were only able to pick up 45 more points after. That's just, it's tough.
Well, lost in the sauce or not, the Violets have an opportunity for the Search and Destroy to bring things back, but got to break a little bit down of what happened in this hard point. And guys, there really ain't going to be much to talk about. I hate to say it, but start looking at the kills, and there's a solid story to be told here. Got plus 17 kills from top frag to top frag as Lila comes through with 40 over Boba Babes 23. And I mean, it's pretty similar numbers across the board for the rest. Left to right, we've got Venus with 37 over Tuca's 15, Nathy with 34 over Hecate's 14, 37 for Ginebra over Athena's 12, and Adri with 28 over Iris's 13. Not even gonna do the quick maths on that. That was a landslide victory in the kills. You could tell in the rotations that the side of the UD girls were just able to hold down their rotations and hold down the anchors of their spawns longer, and they capitalized.
Yeah, capitalizes one way to do it. Dominates another. Destroying, devastate, eliminate, obliterate. I mean, whatever words you want to use. I mean, everything just kind of fits the description. It's a tough one. Now, Search and Destroy raid is going to be, the decision maker if we see that Game 3 opportunity. Based off what I saw in the respawns on Takeoff, I'm not sure I want a Game 3 opportunity here. If I'm UD girls, I'm looking to close the series out in Game 2 2-0 fashion. But again, this is the debut for some of these girls. Maybe they have a little bit of, jitters on stage, but it is what it is. It's Game 1. It's out of the way. Put it past you. Won't happen again, right? Search and Destroy raid won't be as worse. Can it get worse than that day?
I mean, it can. We saw 250-0 in EU last season.
How long are you going to continue to talk about that, homie?
You asked if it could get worse. Yes.
Well, I'm talking about in a Search and Destroy, bro. I mean, a 6-0 is devastating, but is it really that bad, though?
I don't think we see a 6-0 here.
Well, no, I'm just saying, does it get worse than what we saw in the hard point?
Well, ideally not. Getting ready to
okay,
get
that's all I
into
wanted
the
to hear.
game, and
Yeah.
Again, I'm hoping not to see the 6-0 here. We're gonna be looking for maybe some of the sniper talents to shine. I will get the team names flipped for you guys on our cartography here in just a moment. Sorry about that. I'm being a bot today. Tuca opens up with a kill on to Venus and is now looking to reposition, trying to get back up on the rock here, maybe get a jump shot onto anybody peeking red room, and well, there's nobody currently up there. We might have one rotate here shortly. It's a 1-for-1 trade, Athena for Venus. Kind of funny that those are the two to trade off the bat first.
I know, right? Athena, Venus.
Yeah.
Could have been anybody else, but it was definitely those two off the rip. So, got a 4v4. We got a minute and 10. A little bit of a redirect here. Is mid lane going to be? Oh my goodness! What was that? Toka comes through, gets the absolute domed shot there on Audrey, your bomb carrier, but no harm, no foul. They're going to be able to collect it up, right? Nathy looking to close the gap there. But Iris and Boba Babe, these girls look like they are pretty solid in Search or Destroy. So we're definitely not going to see a 6-0 unless it's the flip script, right?
Yeah, I mean, Ginebra, the last one alive for the UD girls, and could be looking at a first-round victory for the side of Violets. And sure enough, Hecate comes through with one final kill, and they're already doing percentage-wise better than they did in the hard point. So this is off to a great start. Hopefully we'll see some more positive rounds come through for the girls over at the Violets, and maybe we will still get a game 3. Rough hard point, but maybe their Search and Dom is just better.
We'll see now as we jump right into a game. Number 2 so far solid for them. First round win. Looking for some big energy here in this next round, and they're doing it right now. Boba going to be able to find Venus. Athena again. Wow. Well, what are the odds? Venus and Athena both traded off the rip. Now Ginebra, she's looking for blood, is going to be able to find one. Lila's going to be able to find another. Now it's just a Ginebra and a 1v2. Toka and Hecate. Gonna be left with 1:20 on the clock, but no bomb. Oh my god, Ginebra just walked right past her. And she didn't even know it.
Oh, now looking at a 1v1, it's Hecate versus Ginebra. Did we see the side of the UD girls tie things up here, or the Violets start to take a little bit of a lead? And I think more importantly, are we gonna see Roman and Greek goddesses trade off the rip once again for round 3?
Oh, you're such a nerd, bro. I love it.
All right, well, as long as you love it.
Yeah, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at Ginebra. Ginebra, I think she knows 100% where she's at. Hecate just holding down the fort there to Sniper's Perch. Does not want to move. Ginebra going to be able to rotate all the way through freely. Is going to be able to collect the bomb, and oh, yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, it's on your mini map. You definitely saw it there. Not sure what Hecate's plans are, but you can see the bomb is collected, and rotation over to this B side is going to be mandatory now, as we've got 42 seconds on the clock. The 1v1, it's intense day. The Dark Matter boxing gloves look kind of sweet. I like that. Would you rock those?
Well, you know me, I'll rock Dark Matter anything, if possible.
Okay, like it.
Yep. See what happens here. 25 seconds to go. Hecate making the rotation over. Oh, peeks the wrong angle. Does she get the kill?
Oh,
no.
no.
Can't take down Ginebra, who comes through with the CBR 4P90. Up the kill to lock in a 1-1 tie. The girls, still not a convincing round. I mean, after such a convincing hardpoint, you expect them to maybe have at least a couple convincing Search and Destroy rounds. That hasn't been the case. It was a 3 versus 1 in the first one in favor of Violets. That one came down to a 1v1 in which Ginebra almost got turned on, so.
Well, almost.
Well,
I mean, you almost destroyed that kid that you were at the gulag with that one time that you lost almost every time. But here we are. There's no almost or if, ands, or buts about it. This is a matter of if you do it or you don't. Right now, it's a 3v3. Audrey going to be able to stay alive for now. Athena looking up top. Oh, Athena gets lasered, but Hecate going to be able to get the trades quickly through 2v2 style date. Minute 15. Again, it's not about almost or buts or maybes or ifs and could have, should have, would have. Right now, where this is all about for sure things. And the for sure thing is we're tied up and we've got a 2v2. This is about as even as it's going to get.
Yeah, I mean, the Search and Destroy looks like two completely different teams playing against each other. Oh my goodness.
God.
Hecate beams Adri off the heady there, and that's going to bring things into a 2 versus 1. And you can see Tuka making the rotation in mid, looking for anybody maybe coming up the stairs or coming from L wall there. Instead, it's going to be Heaven rotation for Nathy, who pops right in front of Hecate to be the 2-1 lead in favor of Violets.
There we go. 2-1 lead. Polar opposite team that we saw in game 1. We'll forgive anything that happened in game 1. It was first game jitters. Second game, surely looking like a redeeming factor now. As I'm taking a look at it, Hecate might have picked up more kills in this this Search and Destroy that she did in the hardpoint altogether. That's tough. 5 kills deep, and we're 3 rounds into it now. 4th round surely going to be the deciding factor if the girls over at UD are going to be able to tie us up, or Or are they going to fall victim to a 3-1 off the rip? And right now, Venus, she is on fire. 2 kills deep there is going to be able to take down Boba Bay, but push towards B. Is it going to be stopped here by multiples that are on there? Iris says yes. Iris with that Dark Matter skin. Absolutely love it. The Div 13. Hikati comes through with 1 as well. And now it's a 3v. Oh, my. Venus. Audrey. Genebra. The retake.
Well, Venus may be the Roman goddess of love, beauty, desire, and some other things, but today she chooses violence. And we do get the tie of 2-2 coming through. Going to be the final round of the UD Girls offense, and well, this is an opportunity. Girls from Violet, if you guys are here to play ball, take an edge here in the defensive half, because going into the UD Girls when they're on defense is going to be a rough position to be in. And, well, it all comes down to this. Again, the final round of the offense for the side of the UD Girls. They can dictate the flow of the game a little bit, but Nebra rotating over, might find Tuka here.
Looks like she's going to be able to get away, but Venus catches Athena off guard. Not going to be able to get away there. Sniper Perch compromise. They're going to look to get this A bomb plant down. Nathy's going to find 1. Iris going to get the trade. Toka, who was able to escape earlier, able to find a little bit of value there, taking down 1 more. But Layla, oh my, Layla, don't miss. You definitely don't want to peek that angle with yourself being that weak. Oh my, Toka. Toka, a little bit of that head off right there, right?
I mean, yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'll give you that one. The cringe factor, pretty surreal, but you know, everybody loves a little bit of cringe, right?
Yeah. You're not human if you don't like a little bit of cringe, right?
Yeah, something like that. Oh man, switch off of Tuka, who picks up a kill onto Venus off the heady, but these girls need to make something happen here. Nathy taking some shots from one side, does pick up the kill, but Tuka doesn't miss. It has just enough time, maybe even a couple seconds to spare. Take that advantage going into the second half. That's going to be the 3-2 lead for the Violets as we're switching sides to give them the offensive capabilities.
There we go. Well, we're talking about Venus being the, you know, the one who chose violence. This time around it's Toka. Toka just absolutely firing on all cylinders here. 7 kills deep. We flip sides now. They're going to be the aggressors. The attacking strats coming through. The A side, pool side push looking to be a little eventful. You can see multiples in the area, so focus is going to be redirected. Athena going to be able to find 1. And wow, big kills coming through, but that's only Nathy and Audrey, making just Nathy now. The attacking side, even better here for the girls over at Violets. Violets chose violence, Day. Look at this. Oh my, Nathy.
Big double kill makes this look a little bit more doable. She's got 30 seconds to find 2 more kills and a defuse. Definitely something that's possible despite being unlikely. And, well, Nathy now knows where Tuka is and has the question of where is Athena. Getting ready to rotate down into her here. And, again, time starting to run out. Athena going to pick up a kill there. And verdict after a dominant win for the UD girls in the hard point. It's looking like we might be getting ready to head towards game 3.
I think you're very, very
optimistic.
I don't think you're overstepping. Yeah, I think you're very on point with that analysis. That's, you know, we got night and day gameplay here for the girls over at Violets, and right now they're going to be given pretty much a free A plant here, and this is not the move here. Is girls up top, they're looking to make it rain from the staircase. So maybe the A side push, you know, given the for free, maybe play for a 5v5 retake. Definitely suits Venus. She's able to find first blood. That's Boba Babe getting Boba out. But here comes the push. Now the trophies are going to be destroyed. A little bit of target practice for her. 5 kills solid. And maybe this A retake is exactly what you need. You play a little too aggressive, and the girls over at Violets definitely take advantage of you right here. Looking at a little bit more of a dominant performance from the UD girls. They got 2 left to deal with, and they clear them out of cubby real quick, and this is going to be a 4-3. Kind of like the approach. Definitely paid off. It was risky. But when you got snipers like Venus who were able to open the floodgates towards this push, sure, be my guest. Give them that A plan for free, Dave.
Well, it worked that round, but I don't know if we can assume that that's going to work every round. So hopefully we'll see maybe a couple more first bloods come through for the side of the UD girls. They've got a little bit of ground to make up, but they've kept this one close. We're looking at a 4 versus 3. I almost lost her head there. Pretty sure she could have got clipped on the corner there, but Venus is going to miss the shot. You can see how hesitant the girls over at Violets are to push up at this point. Tuca into check up towards Laundry, or maybe see if anybody's peeking on to the Van head glitch here, but the A side is actually, having 3
wide
players
open
on that half is very, very open. The only angle you had there was money room, and sure enough, they're actually able to clear out 2 there. They get an extra on Nathy, and now Layla might be getting rid of the drop. She picks up 1 before she goes down, but that does leave Ginebra in a 1 versus 3 with the bomb plant coming through and resetting us down to 45 seconds. And for Violets, it's looking like we might be getting ready to get on to match point here. I definitely heard the sit rep from Ginebra's character there. She knew she had caught vision of someone, but I don't know if anybody on the opposing is able to get a similar call, so we'll see. Oh, Ginebra walks right into Hakate, gets taken down, and now we're looking at match point.
Shakes, I am not reading your chat, okay? That's way too long of a message. Shakes wants to know if we keep making Greek or Roman goddess references, that you should know Iris is... Yeah. Okay, yeah, we get it, Shakes. I'm not the smart one, Day is. Day was the one who had to point it out to me, okay? So I'm gonna need you to stop harassing me in Day's chat. All right, we'll have you escorted back to your home or wherever you're at.
Yep.
Thank you.
She also wasn't included in the first 3 rounds of opening trades, so I mean,
there we go.
Come on now, bud. Pay attention, Chigs.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? If we're looking at like Greek and God, I know for a fact Toka is an anime character. Okay, you want to know how I know? Because I asked Google. Google is 99% of the time right every time. All right, so here we are, minute 15 on the clock. No casualties as of yet. The girls of Violets looking to beat something black and blue here, and sure enough, Ginebra looking to get some spoilers up in Money Room. Oh my, Iris, you peeked the wrong angle. And now Ginebra able to raid it down, and that is going to be a full squad wipe now. Oh my God, Athena, 1v4. Can you do it? Can you take it to a game 3 early? We're going to see a round 10. Round 10 bound, baby. Let's go.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
Well, Athena unable to clutch up the war there, but got another round in favor of the girls. If they find one more, we could go into that round 11, and they could still potentially close things out 2-0. But, you know, again, you got to applaud the girls over at Violets, because I think everybody looking at this matchup after that hard point was probably like, wow, this is going to be the quickest match of the night, and it has been anything but.
It has been a very, very stout search and destroy.
Knew as soon as I saw Venus peeking that angle of jungle, I was like, she's hit this shot every time. We're not going to miss this one. And she absolutely dumpsters someone off the head glitch there, but Tuca... Here for the refrag.
Took it there for the refrag. Bomb goes down. 38 on the clock now. Suspenseful. Are we going to be game 3 bound, or are we going to be going to a round 11? This is a matter of seconds now. 3v3. Make it a 3v2. Nathy, oh my, what a slither of health. Is going to be able to stay alive, and Lila playing the aggressor here, looking for the push. Gets the info. The girls inside of the cubby. They get the retake. A massive 3v3 dub for them. And that is going to be taken to that round 11 day, and a little bit of uncertainty now. Are we game 3 bound? Or are we going to be in a round 11 of pure upset?
Well, sides are going to flip once again. We go back to the offense for the UD girls. They did lose 3 of the 5, so have to see if they've tightened up their offensive rotations at all. You can see that they're starting to push towards A, and them, it does look like we have a lot of coverage on the A side. Looking to play for calls and maybe a pick from your snipers here, because neither team wanting to peek an angle. Obviously, the girls over at UD, they just want to close it out here. They want it to be done. They want to move on to their next matchup. And, well, girls over at Violets, I mean, clinging on to a hope and a dream right now just to even get the game 3 to try to pick up some points here for today.
It's a very likely scenario, but again, we thought it was going to be a game 3 bound like 4 rounds ago, and here we are. Round 11, and it has been a slugfest so far. I'm looking at UD. I'm looking at Geneva to make a play here. She's got 12 kills on board. A solid job in the hard point, a very solid job here in the search or destroy. Now the push comes through. Venus gonna open the floodgates there. Does find one. Gets, oh my God, some massive support. And Iris and Hecate are the last two alive. The 2v5 dream is out the window. Iris, it's all on you. The weight of the world is certainly going to be felt here. Not going to be able to, oh, she does win that one. That's Audrey, but rounds the corner, turns around. No, she doesn't. Guess what? It's Geneva knocking at the door. Kitchen site's not safe, and we are in a 2-0 big win comeback, if I must say, there for the girls over at UD. They win 6-5, and round 11 is where dreams are, you know, they're made, or where they're turned to a quick nightmare. That was a quick nightmare round for the side of Violets.
Well, the Violets were off to a great start in the search and destroy, but they just couldn't quite pull it together against the girls, and the girls do come through with the 2-0 victory, and they're going to pick themselves up 20 points for the first day of the Mobile Mayhem Girls. Obviously, there's plenty of action to come for tonight, guys, and for the week to come. And, Ginebra with 13 kills to top frag for the lobby, but Iris come through with 10 of her own.
Yeah, Iris did put up 10. As a matter of fact, I was taking a look at those. She popped off with 8 as well. Definitely a night and day performance here for the girls over at Violet. Certainly a great search to destroy talent coming through, but not able to close us out in a game 2 to take us to that game 3. So a little bit of money left on the table there, but you know, it is what it is. We'll see how they progress throughout the season. We'll keep an eye on them, especially in search and destroy games. For the flip side things, UD girls, they come in, they handle business. Got some newcomers up to the table. You definitely got to set an example. They did a very good job on the hard point. Put a brutal beating on there. It wasn't so much to where they were just keeping the game going to get more kills. They just happened to get a lot of kills along the way. So hell of a hard point game. They turned it around there in that search and destroy, a 6-5 win, and that's going to be a solid 20 points for them to be tied right up there with the girls over at the Angels. 20 points apiece.
Yep, did come through with both 2-0s so far, but that last one was certainly close. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more out of the Violets in the weeks to come, and you know, even coming up this Thursday, actually, looking to have them play once again. Actually, I as buys on Thursday, but yeah, I mean, I think we had 9 kills over the Violets for the side of the UD girls, and that was enough to get them that one extra round that was needed, and again, largely due to Ginebra coming through with 13 kills on board. I mean, granted, everybody did solid, right? Venus had 8, Nathy had 8, Lila had 8, Adri had 7. Look over at the opposition, and we had respectable numbers put up as well. Tuka with 8, Athena with 6, Iris with 10, Hecate with 7. Boba Babe was their top fragger in the hard point. Did struggle a bit more in the search and destroy, came through with. So definitely a solid game between these two teams. I was really praying for that game 3. I think the life that Violet showed in the search and destroy was definitely getting me pumped up. So a little sad to see him go down so early.
Absolutely. As I was taking a look at chat, Geneva comes through with a lot of energy. She says, 13, suck it then. Yeah. That's what I like. You know, when you're excited about your performance, you come through and called you a star player in round 11. Needed you to make one play, and you did it. That one last kill, you sealed the deal. You put the bow on it, you ribboned it up, and sealed that puppy off 2-0. So a solid job there for the girls over at UD. But enough about that series. We've got a big one ahead of us as well. We got 2 more series for the night. 2 more matches between 2 solid teams apiece. Who do we have next?
Well, we've got our results of the day up, guys. For anybody who joined us late, you can see we had Celeste versus Angels to start with the 0-2 in favor of Angels. We're here for the UD Girls versus Violets. The UD Girls came through with a narrow victory in the search and destroy to close things out 2-0. That leads us into our next matchup, which is going to be Xplicit Girls versus the Hell Girls. I have got to see a bit of the Xplicit Girls and kind of know what to expect from them, but I know absolutely nothing about the Hell Girls, at least not by the team name. So we'll have to see when we get into the lobby with them what we have going on. We are going to take a quick break, guys, as we get the girls into the next lobby, and we'll be right back momentarily.
reminds me of home. I love the smell of blood and guts in the morning. It's time for you to experience true fear.
We're back.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Yeah, sure enough, as soon as you say we're back, we're back.
We're back.
We're back, guys and girls, and well, we've got an exciting matchup for you ahead. Obviously, as you guys saw, our next match is going to be Xplicit Girls versus the Hell Girls. I know a little bit more about the Xplicit Girls than I do for the Hell Girls, but I do got to say, now that we're in the lobby and I get to see a couple of the names, I do think I have a good idea of what the Hell Girls bring to the table. You guys will probably recognize a lot of the names as well. We've got Jazz, Barbie, Roses, Clarissa, and NYX for the side of the Hell Girls. And for the side of the Xplicit Girls, we have Anna, Dogswine, Storm, Beta, and Jules.
That roster looks familiar. Is that the team that originally had Shorty on it?
I think so.
Okay, and then she said she was going to come in here and nuke, and then they got beat.
And then they got wrecked by Serenity, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Now, everything's starting to click now, and sure enough, while we were off break, or we were on break, I was running through the Discord for Mobile Mayhem, and I looked, and I didn't know that they had a free agents channel, so I just put FA in there, and just to see if anybody ever responded. And guess who's in there? Jules from Xplicit. She said the Xplicit Girls are trialing, so might just give my shot at playing some competitive COD Mobile again today. So I think this is my letter of resignation.
Hey,
I'm not saying I quit, but
I couldn't have asked for it any sooner, bud.
I'm retiring from COD Mobile casting.
All right, fantastic. Glad to hear it. You guys heard it here first. It's live. It's on record, and well, it was good knowing your verdict. Not playing Warzone with you no more.
I mean,
after you sold me out, I ain't casting with you no more. Good day. It's a good day.
It's a great day, bro. You know, Day got a little taste of what he does to me on a regular basis.
All right.
Except for I just point blank shut him down. I said I wasn't checking it because I've already checked it, and it was clear what I would have, so I didn't care if he made it up or not. And sure enough, he dropped he dropped to some crappers who came out of a building right behind him because he didn't check his quarter. So he makes a clip about it, and I continue to get railed because he's nowhere in sight to help Tech or I or Steps when we're all alive. And why should I be present when he needs me to be? Okay, all right. Well, enough about that and more about this. Is we're getting geared up for it. The best three looks pretty solid. I think voice verifications are just about done. Yeah, they are. We're good to go. Game 1 standoff as we see it. S&D takeoff for game 2. Game 3, if it does make it that far, we're going to see a Dom Summit. Hell, they've opted to ban Hackney Yard Hardpoint as well as the Kilo. Xplicit has opted to ban Crossfire as well as the CPR. So without further ado, game number 1. Beautiful map of standoff. I think this is one of the most versatile maps in the game. One of the most. You play hardpoint on it, play search, and play domination. It's viable on all options. It's just a lovely map.
Oh no, Chad, I forgot to change the scene. Oh, rough.
You missed half the game.
Oh, dude. Oh my goodness. The Hell's Girls are on fire. Oh, just kidding. Game just started.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right, well, we're getting into the mix. Jules going to come through with first blood on to Jazz. Anna going to find one on to Clarissa, and maybe 2 to open things up. Roses, she was known to use the Russ last season, and I switch over to her just to see her die, but she's using the Russ once again, and I don't know, man. That's going to be, I was gonna try to make a Russ pun here, but that's
you're terrible.
Listen,
you're a terrible person. I see where you're going with this.
Choice
she's the only one. She's the only one with a gun or with a kill this game for her team. So you leave Roses alone and her Russ alone. Right now, more things to consider. Big kills coming through. P2 thoughts around the corner. 29 seconds on the hill for the girls over at Xplicit, but this is the time for the girls over at. Yeah, Hells. I had to take a look at it. I was like, what was the name of their team again? Hells Sports? Hell Girls? I completely drew a blank, and dropped the ball there. Nonetheless, 22-29, even after a rough start, they were able to put their foot on the hill long enough to put some points on the board, and only a 7-point deficit to overcome, Day.
Clarissa comes through with the pistol whip on to Veda there as Hell Girls are making their way into the point. Jazz gets the clear up top before getting taken down by a frag, and Veda was looking to make the hop up, couldn't quite have it happen, and Anna's gonna make it in, but Clarissa does pick up Jules with the Predator missile. Now looking for more. Anna gets a double, taking down Barbie, but Roses is here for the refrag. Now NYX looking to get a couple kills gas, but Jules, there's just kills going left and right now.
It is left and right and fair, but the side of Hell Girls are going to be able to hold down the fort. They're going to be able to get the last little bit of trickle time. And you can see it, the girls over at, man, I am just like, I'm crapping to bed tonight, Xplicit. Hey, look, it's been a long day, chat, okay? Give me a break. I'm looking at it right now. They're heading for the hills over the P3 sites, top blue, and you know, after the first initial kills coming through, I thought that Xplicit were just going to run and wipe the floor with this Hell Esports roster. Well, sure enough, they've come through with a big turnaround on that P2 break. They actually have the advantage in P3 too, so, man, the RUS, is it still viable, Day? Based off of seeing the CBR and the Kilo being banned, possibly.
Maybe. I don't know. We're still seeing a lot of Type 25 in the mix as expected. Anna comes through with a 3-piece with the Purifier. Might be looking for another 3. Oh, no.
Oh.
That was Clarissa, actually. Other Purifier use.
Oh, that's a Super Soaker. You can't call that one the Purifier.
All right, well, maybe it's Holy Water, okay?
Oh. Holy Water for Hell Esports?
Got him.
Whoa. Clarissa plays for Hell.
All right, maybe it's blood water. I don't know, man.
All right, well, you know what?
I don't make the rules. I don't make good jokes, okay?
We see that. Well, guess what? You know who makes good jokes? Not Verdict either. So I'm thinking, you know, instead of them listening to us, what don't we listen in as this P4 is about to take off? You can see a 78-64. Maybe we do a quick listen in with the girls over at Hell Esports.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do a listen in over there. I'm gonna go ahead and hop on down, guys. We'll be right back.
Let's wait for each other.
I broke
Okay,
it.
come from tank.
In boxes. No, that's
Dead. Don't pick.
We need to play more OBJ.
Oh. One's top.
Last push, then we go back to our next.
Dead. One more broken.
One more top. This one next.
One's broken. I hear one broken.
I got it.
It's their gas.
One box.
Oh, one.
One
Bottom Granny.
Granny down. Top Granny.
Bottom Granny's dead.
One statue. What's Granny? Top Granny.
No, one bottom. Two bottom Grannies.
Now broken.
Broken.
No, one broken.
Broken down.
No, it's one more.
Statue.
Dead.
Curtain top Granny.
Stop Granny.
One tap. On tap and point.
No.
Point.
Yeah,
Broken. No, she's only top. She's one shot in top.
Oh, one's broken. Last broken.
Oh, one top Granny.
Top grandma.
It's one in blue.
They're a dream ball.
No, broken. She's in the boxes.
It is indeed, and with her streaking out, Storm just absolutely rocking and rolling, 19 kills deep. Got a cluster, got a lightning strike. It's going to spawn a little further out than expected. Box side spawns, and no harm, no foul, because she's got plenty of support in the objective. 3 players making her look to push through. Gas is compromised, and Mayak's going to get caught out there on the transition, and this is a very, very great hold here in P2 for the girls over at Xplicit. Now, what do we think? A quick listen in? As we see the last 25 seconds, the contest comes through. Maybe we'll see if they battle for new or they set up... yeah, it looks like they're going for new. We'll hear how those comms sound for this P3 rotation that they are for sure going to have now. That you can see the rotations are already starting to be made.
One you dead.
Deli, coming top blue,
Back alley.
I spun out.
Watch her, bro. Watch her,
Top
bro.
blue. Dead. I'm lit.
I'm going back.
Mid.
Gas that.
No, barrels.
Don't peek on her, don't peek. Nice on her, nice.
Back alley.
By the stairs. 2 by the stairs. Guys, call out.
She's lit on
I'm
her. She's
coming.
lit. Don't peek.
Deli.
He's dead.
We're spawning barrels. So they're
Bottom
spawning
blue.
in.
Back up
alley.
blue. Back up blue.
Back blue.
Bottom blue.
Bottom blue. Alright, start
Bottom
rotating.
blue. On stairs.
Bottom blue
Start
dead, bottom blue
rotating.
dead. Hold
Bro,
on,
it's CT. Haystack. Haystack lit. One shot. Start rotating though. Ali got scraps. It's okay. Just set up new. Call out you guys are holding.
I'm gonna airstrike boxes.
Broken.
Back up bomb.
I'm gonna have my tech 5 for next.
Box is dead. Turned on. Fat bitch.
Nice.
Sorry. Broken dead. Sorry.
Mid.
I'm putting my tech 5
Back
for
up
next.
blue.
Oh, I spawned in my own shit.
I spawned gas, guys. gas.
We need 1 point, nice.
They're broken. Two
boxes.
I mean boxes. One more. Yes. Broken, guys. Broken.
No, any broken.
Watch your farm, guys. Annihilator farm.
One farm
Nice good job, guys.
Oh, boxes, come in.
Statue dead. Oh,
We're
they're
spawning gas,
flashing.
we're spawning
Boxes,
gas.
boxes, 3. They're tech 5. Throw your nades, guys. Throw
Yeah,
nades. They don't
tech
really have trophies. Throw nades, guys. Try to pinch, guys. Go from different angles.
One on the
1
stairs.
point.
Red card.
Come on.
Watch your farm, guys. Watch farm. It's okay. Try to break, and if not, just rotate. Let's set up new. Statue
One
dead.
point boxes.
I
One more
got flashed
statue, guys.
again.
One more statue.
Top. Dead.
It's okay. Let's start rotating.
I don't know, man. 107-10. Those numbers don't look like they're very close. I'm not very good at math. I know you are, so I was waiting for you to tell me, because right now it's 250 to 143. Not even. Oh yeah. I understand that, but I gotta say the game started off pretty decent for the side of Hells. You go into that second reset and things just get completely out of hand. Xplicit, the comms were better. The direction was better. They had a better IGL. The gun skill looked a little better. I'm not saying it was much better. I'm saying it looked better. Across the board, Xplicit looked pretty solid. Day, I think chat says you're muted. I don't know if they're trolling or not.
They are not trolling. I am super muted. That's a little unfortunate. I don't know what I did, but I did
Oh
something.
well, you did something. You know, there's a first for everything, right?
Hey, yeah. You know what? I'm a bot, chat.
A lot
okay?
of firsts this week. A lot of firsts this week. The first time Day did something. First time
Okay.
Verdict sold Day in Warzone the first time, and probably
First
one of the
time.
very.
All right.
You know, you tune into any of our personal streams, and it's always Day selling 100% of the time, every time. Not even a 99% there. It's a 100%. All right. So, that one instance though was absolutely fire, bro. I still can't stop.
All right.
I laughed so hard when I watched that clip back. I gotta continue to do it again. So, Day is super muted, chat. Guess what? He doesn't love you guys. That's all I gotta say.
That's exactly what I was saying while I was muted, guys, and that's why I was muted. I was just talking crap about chat the whole time. But solid game coming through for both these teams. Hell's had a strong start, as Verdict mentioned, but in the later stages of the game, the kills did just stack up against them, and well, that's a little bit unfortunate, but we do have our mic issue fixed at least now, so I'll take one less L. I'd like to see a game 3 here. Again, I was a little unfamiliar with Hell Girls as far as the team name went, but jumped in the lobby. There's names that I recognize from previous seasons, and I'm hoping to see just a little bit more out of them for our upcoming game. So we do pop open the scoreboard now that I'm not distracted by trying to fix my mic. We did have a lot of objective time coming through for Anna and Veda, who also just put up some big Slayer numbers for that standoff hardpoint. We look over at the opposition. Clarissa is going to be the top OBJ with 117. So hopefully Search and Destroy, we'll see things turned around. Our last matchup, actually, with UD Girls and Violets, was a blowout in the hardpoint, and then the Search and Destroy was phenomenal. So I've got high hopes here, Verdict. Don't start. Don't you start with me. Don't you start with me.
Oh wait, sorry, I was muted.
Can you believe this, chat? Can you believe this, chat? Just any opportunity Verdict gets to throw me under the bus, it's a Spartan kick. It's not just a throw. It's a Spartan kick under the bus.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Spartan kick or not, we're taking off here. Search or Destroy, take off. Game number 2, the deciding factor. Do we see a game 3? Or are we going to be stuck in a 2-0 rut all night long? Day, I know you're begging for a game 3. I think this series might be it, but it is solely on the hands of the girls of Hell Esports. I don't even know. Can I say, is it Hell Esports or just Hell Girls?
I think it's just Hell
Girls. These girls are hell, okay? All right? We'll see if they can, find a little bit of action here in this search and turn things around and see that game 3 bound.
All right, well, our takeoff has begun. We're going to get into the game on time. Yo, listen, speak over in YouTube. I gotta say, I appreciate you for laughing at my joke about being late to the hard point when you guys actually weren't. I appreciate you. You were the only one that laughed. You're here for all my terrible jokes.
Well, that makes one of them. Sure enough, there's plenty more to come. Storm going to be able to find first blood, so the demon time does not stop after that hard point. She's picking up all the hard point momentum and rolling it right into this Search or Destroy. She's going to find 2 off the rip, and nobody there to really get the trades, and that's a very unfortunate way to start this game off. Rose is able to hold down a push through the stadium site now, as you can see it. Bomb is down still. It's in pretty compromised position, and Staircase, it is occupied. That's right, Storm. She is continuing to roll 3 kills. Oh, hello, Roses, are you there? That's 4. One more, Jazz. Halfway across the map. I don't think she's going to be able to get there in time to get that kill before someone else does. You're muted again, Dave.
I am literally not muted. Stop. I'm literally not. But Jazz making the rotation over. I think they're throwing for Storm. Did you see that? Please tell me you saw that. Dog Swine saw her, had the high ground, and dipped back and was like, Storm, push up and get the ace. And sure enough, 5 kills on the board for Storm. The 1v5 ace coming through, and
I need some teammates like that. Storm, you got yourself
Oh
a
my
great
God.
team, because if that was Day, he would have stole the kill and never looked back and thought twice about it. He would have probably looked at you in your face and, you know, condemned you for even considering not getting the kill. Here we are. NYX able to pick up 1, but is quickly going to be able to get taken out herself. Anna is now it's her turn. 2 kills on board. They're looking for the ace swap, maybe. Clarissa is the second casualty, but guess what, Jules? She's there to spoil NYX. Oh, we got 2 NYXs in the lobby. We got Dark NYX, and then we've got NYX. I am. How does Bobby say it? Confusion.
I'm just gonna say NYX and Dark. Easy. But I don't know, Verdict. You're on a path to get me in trouble on swearing for the first time on Mobile Mayhem.
Oh, well, that sounds like a you problem, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be an us problem because we're both getting in trouble. This ship is sinking and we're both going down with the ship. Okay?
Well, I know how to swim, bro. I ain't worried about that.
All right. Well, there's a potential Storm raging. Storm was able to pick up an ace. Might be here to get the turn. Gonna be Roses picking up Veda. Storm, which has been pretty much the star so far for Search and Destroy for the Xplicit Girls. We saw her all through some other events, put on some really big numbers as well, and now she sees the ankle of Roses and is looking for the kill, but Roses.
Oh my Roses!
That ain't gonna happen with an RUS. So glad she pulled out the Type 25.
Oh, super unfortunate timing there, Anna there to shoot the body. Yeah, let's get a little bit of that perspective. That was super toxic. Completely necessary though. So big kill coming through for Anna. It's the drop there, 2-0 fashion. And Xplicit, why you gotta do us dirty like this? We want a game 3, and you are over here like scouting aces and shooting bodies.
Can we get a DQ in chat, please, for the body shooting?
You know what? I'm no longer sub to your channel, so
Dang.
I don't think I can.
All right. You know what? Verdict? This relationship is over. What now?
Thank God.
Wow. All right.
Toxic.
Well, you know, it isn't over this game. It might be on the road to be. We do have a 2-0 lead in favor of the Xplicit Girls. NYX is going to come through with a refrag onto Veda, but Jules going to pick up one onto Clarissa. That's going to be the 2-1 trade in favor of Xplicit. Bomb is down. And, oh, Jules!
Jules, oh my, just holding that perfect angle. You know, that's something I was expecting to see Jules pop off here. We surely did, but she's been quiet the entire game. Does get the shot up the staircase, follows it through with a second. This time around it was a Type 25, and looking pretty solid here. 3 rounds in a row, looking pretty flawless so far. And you know what? Hell, esports, your game 3 hopes are looking like that ship might have sailed. So you got to start here. You can't go down 4-0. You certainly can't go down and flip sides in a 4-1. I mean, we all know that the defense on this map is a little easier. A bit easier, but there's no way you're going to make a, a 4-1 into a 6-5, right?
Yo, why is Dark also using the RUS?
I don't know, but I like that skin. What skin is that? Is that a legendary one?
It's the ZX7000.
Sounds like a...
It's not quite over 9,000, but it is 7,000.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. 7,000? If it was a 3070, it might have been pretty solid. Might have been able to stay alive there for a little bit longer.
Oh, we hope our 3070 stays alive for a while. That'd be
so
a
too,
sad
bro.
day, bro. That'd be a big sad day.
Big sad. Well, right now it's big sad, and Hell Esports actually looking to get a little bit of redemption, though, as they've got a 3-2. The bomb's going to be collected. Jazz going to be making that rotation. Oh, Anna just absolutely oblivious to what was going on there. Jules, she's not, is going to walk right into one. Oh, my, gets hurt on Roses, but NYX, great job playing your 2s. You hold hands while you're making that push to the bomb site. Surely one of you is going to be able to get the kill, and that was it. 3-1. Talk about not going down 4-1 scenario. You got to be solid here in this last round on the attack.
All right, well, 3-1 lead. Can the Hell Girls bring things a little bit closer, or are we gonna see Xplicit start running away with things? You know, Xplicit has a eye for talent in the main season as well as for the girls here as well. Jules, Anna, Veda, Dogswine, and Storm are no small names in the girls' competitive scene. And they're here to prove it right now. Dogswine is going to open up with one. Clarissa finds another on Veda, but Jules is here to get a refrag. The one of NYX. You can now see Storm looking to push up with Anna, or maybe just Anna pushed up to look for Jazz. I can't believe she made it around that corner. That should have been a free kill there. Roses gonna pick up Storm. 3 for 1 trade. Make it 2 as Anna takes down Roses. Jules might be able to find Clarissa here. Doesn't see her rotate. It's gonna be a late.
Oh, that's.
Oh, Anna's
yeah,
not turning. Where's the call out?
Oh no. Dark. I just saw dog. I don't know why I said dog. Dark
Anna,
just gets
toxic.
absolutely just absolutely destroyed right there. Gonna go ahead and pick up the Type 25 Jules. 8 kills deep now. Talked about waking up the beast, and sure enough, the beast is awakened. Oh, but guess what? Jazz is 2, 3rd for her. Jules, Anna. But for the 1v1, Jules, she wins those. 4-1 as we flip sides, and this is super tough to come back from, but I think it's doable now. We're going to be flipping sides. They're going to be on the defense, be able to, dictate how the round goes. They don't need to push up and be aggressive. They don't need to put themselves in compromisable positions. They can be the ones who's taking advantage of the players who are seeking to get to this A site. As you can see, all players from the side of Xplicit looking to get their way over to this A site.
Jules has 9 kills on board right now, and alternatively, Storm picked up an ace the first round. Hasn't seen a kill since, so a little bit rough for Storm. A great start. You got an ace under your belt. Clip it, put it on the fridge, but find a little bit more. Consistency is really something that we look for at the upper levels of competition, and sometimes you have a bad game, but again, when you start things off with 5, it ain't looking like a bad game. 1 for 1 trade. Storm gets taken down again.
That's more kills than some of these girls get in Search and Destroys altogether. I think we saw 2 in one game earlier today, and 5 off the rip. I'm not content with just getting 5 kills though, and getting them all in that first round. I want some more, but fortunately she is taken out. Veda's going to be taken out too. We got the good old 3 for 2. The advantage is in the hands of the attacking team. As you can see, the push towards this A site has left only 2 opponents left to deal with. And Jazz, she's one of them. Roses, all the way on the opposite side of the map. They're looking for a little bit of a pinch factor, but guess what? Jules is up top, and she has not been very forgiving this match.
Not in the slightest. First player into double digits, and now that leaves things up to Jazz for a 1v3 clutch, and time is not on her side. 20 seconds to go. Misses the shot on Jules, and Anna is there for the frag. We've got a 5-1 lead for the side of Xplicit, who are looking like they're getting ready to close things out 2-0. Also, chat, we're reading. Okay, she wasn't body shooting. She was lagging and making sure she got the kill. Okay, we got you.
I mean, how blind do you have to be, Day, to think that she was body shooting? Come on now, she was clearly lagging.
Okay.
How dare you assume that she was shooting bodies? Oh, Jules, she's shooting, and it is certainly people who are alive. Dark, gonna catch another Jules bullet to the face, and that is going to be possibly her last round, as long as Xplicit are rolling like this, and Jules is popping on all cylinders right now. Clarissa looking to be the next victim. Able to steer her way clear as she's got ringside control, making the way all the way through to the spawn site. So, an interesting flank, but I think the opponents are expecting it now, as they can clearly see where you're going. Yeah, there we go. Jules takes that was pretty tough to watch.
Yeah, I heard the sniper sit rep come out of the character, and I was like, well, as soon as she rounds this corner, it's lights out. And sure enough, Jules picks up the kill. That's gonna leave Jazz left in a 1v5 for potentially the last round. The bomb plant comes through, and now with less than 40 seconds, Jazz needs to find 5 kills and still have time for the 5-second defuse. So we'll see. And Jules just relentless, dude. Oh my goodness.
Finish them. That's all I heard. And here comes Jules with the DLQ. Headshots across the board. 6-1. Bala. Someone get Bala out of chat. Spoiler 6-1. Get out of here.
I mean, they're not actually in the game, so not really.
Oh. Okay, cool. Any rate, here we go. Object. All you guys spoiling. Good night, guys. Come on now. Can we get a solid series in where we don't have any spoilers or day throwing at all?
Listen. The way that game was going, the predictions are. Yeah, okay. That's the reality. You guys got it. You saw what was coming, and unfortunately for the Hell Girls, that was 6-1 for the side of Xplicit. They came through. They're here to show that they're one of the best girls teams, and I mean, they honestly did not let up against Hell here in the Search and Destroy. The hardpoint was actually really solid. It was a great start for Hell, and them come back on Thursday with some better games. And Jules, these are the numbers we expect you to put up. You were a big name that we talked about as far as snipers go the last time Mobile Mayhem Girls was around, and did great here once again. 13 for Jules, 8 for Anna, 6 for Storm, 4 for Veda, and 2 for Dog Swine. You look over at the opposition, the closest to double digits that we got was the combination of NYX and Roses with 5 apiece, 3 apiece for Jazz and Clarissa, and only 1 coming through for Dark NYX. So kills stacked up, and well, the scoreboard reflected it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Storm able to pick up that one more since the ace, and I'm pretty sure she's content with that. And you know, she got the clip, she got the last kill, and here we are. Third series of the night. Again, another 2-0 down. That is a very unfortunate event, but it's a solid game. Game 1 at least. Game 2 was not anywhere close. So hoping maybe they flip sides, they get a little bit of momentum rolling with them. They got the defense. They can, be a little conservative and it pay off. Wasn't the case. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's it for that series. 20 points awarded for all 3 teams so far. Will we see another 20 points as we're getting geared up for our last and final series of the night, day? And that's going to be ARP Haze and OK Divanity.
All right, well, been an exciting night so far. It's been an exciting night. We've gotten 2 O's, but we saw some really good talent, and hopefully our last game is not gonna hold back on that front either. It's gonna be OK Divanity versus ARP Haze, and well, I hope we get at least 1 game through. I don't know about you, but I need at least 1 for the opening day of Mobile Mayhem Girls for International Women's Day. And that's up to Divanity and Haze to show us that that's the potential. We are going to take a quick break, guys and girls, as we get ready to get into our next match. Back here momentarily. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Verdict has left the building. He has decided that I am going to cast this final game by myself, so hopefully it is not too punishing, but we definitely have an exciting match ahead of us between OK Divanity and all right, Verdict. All right, Verdict.
I beg your damn pardon, sir.
It's gonna be OK Divanity versus ARP Haze. ARP
We're having fun with it
Haze.
tonight, huh?
Yeah.
ARP Haze. Is there a reason why it's ARP Haze and just not ARP? Is it just like an indicator that it's the female team, or because ARP is back and they have signed in a competitive team for what seems to be, you know, a road mapless COD Mobile future. So that's supposed to be coming out sometime this month, right?
Activision, maybe.
So next year it'll be out then, is what you're saying.
We know that what they bring to the table is gonna absolutely trump what we had last year. Not that last year was
you said
bad.
Trump. I don't believe you.
Okay. Listen here, bud. Why you gotta be so weird about stuff?
Bruh.
Anyway, hopefully we'll get that roadmap soon, and you know, they set the bar pretty high last year. We would have liked to see a LAN for Worlds, but obviously with you know, the COVID spikes around that time, they did the best they could in a short period, and hopefully this year will be even better. And you know, with all the talent that we have here in the girls scene, I'm hoping to see some of these girls step up and maybe try out for some of those main season, potentially, you know, Masters Stage 3, Stage 4 teams as well. So ARP Haze up against OK Divanity will be our final match of the night, Verdict, and we do have our best of 3 map selection and bans available if you want to run through those.
No, I don't have them.
All right, cool.
I'm just kidding. Here we are
with Hack the Yard, a hard point. So we move on to game 2. We'll be looking at a standoff search and destroy. If we get to see that game 3, we'll be looking at a takeoff domination. You guys know I'm cheering for it. Verdict in the break said that he's ready for some Warzone. He don't want that game 3. So, no.
Damn, why did you have to sell me out so hard, bro? Good night, man.
I'm just kidding.
You hear this guy talking so much crap? Oh my god. I did say that, chat, though, so I'm not even gonna, you know, allow him the opportunity. Hey, do me a favor. Go ahead and you guys move over a slot up top so we can close those spectators. And we can go ahead and rock and roll into game number 1. But I want to congratulate Dave. You read that best of 3 so very well, bro. Don't think I remember the last time you were able to do so and do it so confidently. What I will say is,
I read it.
Okay, Divanity has
level.
banned.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congratulations, buddy. Divanity banned Hardpoint Crossfire as well as Type 25. ARP Haze has banned the S&D Crossfire map as well as the Kilo. So, you know, right now I'm expecting what? Some CBRs, maybe some SKSs if, you know, somebody were to choose to do so. Obviously, that gun requires a little more skill than people think, but are so very afraid of it. And here we go. Game number 1, Hardpoint Hackney Yard. Bets. Are we taking bets right here?
I don't know, man. You know what the sad thing is, though? The reality is I might read at a 3rd grade level. If I look at, like, the math classes kids take nowadays, I'm like, bro, you're in 6th grade taking classes that we had in, like, our freshman year of high school, you know? So who knows what they're reading nowadays at
Yeah, that might actually be a compliment. You might be reading at a second grade level at that, you know, based off of what you're telling me here. So.
All right, we're moving on from that conversation because
I mean, you
clearly
gotta set me up,
I can't take enough L's today, chat. And well,
I mean, what? You can't spell day without L, bro. I'm sorry.
God damn. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know, right? Yachty coming through with the energy there. They're gonna be able to clear off this P1 site. Bad thing is they've compromised themselves. They put themselves in a position to give the flip up, and Yachty gonna be spawning out now as we see it. 19-16 points are getting a little higher, but they gotta get everything they can off this P1 site because they don't have a promised P2 rotation as of yet. So 8 seconds left. The last little bit of trick time is surely going to go in their favor. And you can see it. NYC Rat looking to make that Rat rotation all the way through the bottom side of green. This is going to be a tough one. She's got the SKS and almost gets that kill up top, but almost doesn't count and doesn't cut it right here. Peachy, only player on the objective. Nobody for ARP on the hill. They've all overextended, and they're going to be caught out in the open without their P2 bread and butter.
All right, well, we're definitely seeing some SKS in the mix for Josie Lynn, but only 1 kill on board so far. I think pretty much the rest of the lobby. Actually, NYC Rat is also using the SKS, but other than that, seeing a lot of CBR in the lobby. I don't think there's really much surprise there. Josie does actually come through with a double in the feed, and we do have about double the points lead for the side of OK Divanity right now. But it does look like ARP with their break once again into the P2 hill might be able to tie things up or maybe even take a slight lead. Brat gonna take down Celestial and now looking to get some high ground advantage here, get that SKS into one of those prime long range positions as we get ready to open up for P3 here.
P3 out in the open, of course. It's Hackney Yard. We all see it. There's 3 money hills here. Well, 2.5 technically. P1 and P3 kind of be a toss-up, but right now, toss-up is exactly what it is. You can see nobody's on the hill. It's been 10 seconds. Nobody able to take advantage of it right now. ARP, they said if no one's going to get there, I will. And sure enough, as soon as they do, they get taken down. There are 2 players there to quickly jump on the hill here for the girls over at OK Divanity. Now, as you can see it, this P3 certainly not profitable for very many. Aileen going to be able to take down Celeste off the objective, and this is a tough rotation indeed, but, you know, it's all about not allowing your opponents to get that free time, just like it's like not allowing yourself to, you know, not take advantage of free time as well. So it's a back and forth affair, and you can see it. There are multiple breaks, multiple retakes, and multiple back and forths, but P4 is the primary focus now, as it's about 7 seconds in before we make that rotation over. And I'm thinking, what are we doing for a quick listen in for one of these teams? Who are we rolling with?
Let's go with
Contact with enemy.
Divanity. I think that sounds good.
Let's do it. I'll beat you there.
En punto, nada más en punto.
No,
Los va a attack, los va a attack, los va a attack.
medio. Bueno, no tenemos respawn, no tenemos respawn.
Policía, policía,
I'm
policía.
for
Policía 3, policía 3.
Tópele, y una medio. 2, 3 medio.
Ocupo ayuda, 2 más en punto.
Vamos buscando. No, ya están ahí. Hay uno para
Hay una media nada. Tengo respawn. Ocupo que vengan ya, Voy. Están ahí en amarillo.
Un amarillo.
Muerto arriba. Arriba. Topa amarillo. Salió.
Fuera. Bueno.
Ey, una top.
No, yo estoy en la... Láminas.
Está aquí láminas.
Hay uno top.
Sí, una lámina. Vamos a tener que jugar punto porque...
All right, we can definitely hear the frustration from Laya when that Pred missile came through and killed her while she was inside, but Well, sometimes that just happens if you're a little bit too close to the doorway. We do have a lightning strike verdict available for Josie. She started the game off a little bit rough. We were mentioning she only had 1 kill on board, but now she's looking at 19. Not quite leading the lobby, but out-fragging everybody on the side of Divanity. They've got themselves about a 35-point lead as well. And while this map is, you can make a lightning strike work, it is maybe not the most optimal score streak. I mean, you know, I guess with the band,
Well, none of them
you're
really.
gonna run, but I mean, it can be very hard. The timing is going to have to be perfect on that execution to try to cut off rotations from the enemy.
Yeah. It's got to be timing perfectly. You're right. Also, it kind of serves as a great tool for, you know, getting information. Obviously, if you're trying to figure out where your opponents are spawning at, or maybe you're just trying to figure out where they're trying to push from, it's a great tool to go ahead and utilize. Pull out that little tablet, put the lightning strike wherever you want. It'll give you kind of indicators where players are at too. So, interesting enough is we see it. This P1 has been a big shutdown here for the side of ARP. They're going to be rocking and rolling here and might be able to get this P2 retake as well too. As we see it, 20 seconds are left up for grabs. 2 players left on the objective. They are going to shut it down. Celeste going to earn that Predator missile, is going to be looking to earn a lightning strike. A slow start for her. But ARP has been anything but slow here in this matchup right now. So far, so good for them. And this is a massive P1. As a matter of fact, I think this is about as many points as one would get off of P1. And you can see the hills being headed for. That is going to be just a devastating deficit to overcome. But if it's done anywhere, it can be done here in P2.
I say we go ahead and jump in for that listening with ARP while they try to make this break onto P2 and get a little bit of a taste for how they're going to handle this, because they make the break, but now they have an opportunity to hold it and put their opponents in just a dangerous position with how close they can get the score.
With your sword, with your...
Nice.
There's one pushing
Coming,
stairs.
fence.
I'm coming.
Enemy in
We should start rotating.
Yes,
I'm gonna rotate. I'm gonna go on you.
Yeah, go now.
Get this point.
Nice.
Cup. My mid.
Cop car.
Nice.
One more, pushing fence.
They're going mid side. They're all rotating.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, I gotta.
They're green.
One mid.
Yeah, okay, I'm a pred. There's 2 mid, 1 by yellow. 1 going top
One
out.
dead.
We got this.
Yeah, yellow.
Yellow's low. There's 2 top yellow. 1 jump.
Come on, Berkeley. Watch out.
Yo, top heaven. I'm pointing top heaven right now. I'm a cluster.
Top green, Annie.
They're yellow side.
Nice.
There's one top L. I'm gonna try to get her.
At 1 point, nice, you were nice.
Top L's low.
Bottom L, and yellow. Bottom behind you.
Top
Sugar,
L.
behind you.
Triple mid.
One more.
One more.
2 point.
I
Dead. One more yellow side.
Yeah.
Get point.
Mid. It's okay. We just need 6 points.
Yeah, we got
We
this.
can push.
Play for next.
There's two. Yeah, play new.
Play for next.
There's one heaven.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm
Rotate.
I'm spawning yellow.
Coming forward, please, side.
I'm coming, Peachy.
I'm lagging. There's 2 bottom.
I got you, Peachy. One more.
Nice.
All right, well, some solid comms coming through. We heard the call out that we've only need 6 points, play for new, and that they did. They pick up the points very early on that hill. Had 1 player anchored on, and everyone else pushed out, just trying to keep the enemies back. Even though they ended up losing most of those gunfights that were holding the enemies back, they bought time, and time is all that they needed. That's going to be ARP coming through with the solid Game 1 win over the side of Divanity, who did put up a heck of a fight that game. I mean, you know, at the beginning, I would almost kind of compare it to the way Violets performed, right? The beginning was actually really solid for them, but things did start to fall apart towards the end of the game. So we'll have to see as we get into the search and destroy if they can bring that energy back, or if it's going to be ARP closing out the night early once again.
Yeah, it's certainly big transition towards the end. It's 250 to 153. Solid performances there from ARP. Again, you mentioned it. It was very, Similar to the match we saw earlier, where the first rotations around things were a bit close, and then once we started getting into that next reset, things just completely got out of hand. There's no way that you allow your opponents to get almost a full 60 seconds on a P1 reset and expect to bunker down and hold down the hill for a P2 rotation. I mean, it's a money hill to say the least, but it's also, you got to send 2 or 3 demons in there to at least contest at some point. If not, at least take somebody out of the point. Don't necessarily have to put stuff in the point, right? And I think that's where, things got out of hand. It was only like trickle time needed to close the game out after that P2 break for the side of ARP. They get it done. They don't even see a P4 rotation second time around. So solid game 1. Now we're just looking at anybody who can break the pattern. Is it going to be okay Divanity here? Or is okay Divanity going to be okay with the 2-0 fashion from ARP? It's certainly a question that is up in the air right now.
Quick shout out to Yachty and Aylin for the name changes coming through. Listen, I casted an event over the weekend that it was D'Aylin and Stacy and Yachty and Stacy.
Yeah, I don't do all that.
Oh my god, it was just melting my small brain, okay? So, we'll see if we get a game 3 here. Again, it's going to rely on Divanity having a good search and destroy performance. They started off with the hard point strong. We know what they can bring to the table, but they ended up slipping a 29 kill lead, I believe, over to the side of ARP. And, well, got to win more of those gunfights in search and destroy, because as we get into that, your one life is gonna carry a lot of weight. And if you're losing out on the trades, then likely you're gonna lose out on the match and go down 2-0. You don't pick up any points. If you at least pick up a search and destroy here, you guarantee yourself 5, which with 3 2-0s ahead of you, that puts you ahead of at least 3 teams just picking up the search here.
Yeah, that's certainly the case. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of zoned out. What'd you say there towards the end? Doesn't matter. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. It's gonna be a search and destroy. Stand up. Seriously though, I did kind of zone out. I was trying to read chat, and I was like, "What? What did he say?" I just caught the last end of it, but I kind of would have redeemed myself before you called me out for not listening. So,
all right. Well, we just continue to take L's here today, chat. Getting ready for our search and destroy. We're waiting on one player to connect for the side of OK Divanity. Let me tell you, Verdict, I'm so glad I was smart and I got my my game sound separated from this OBS scene, so that people don't sit here and hear the shooting and spam and chat. Change the scene. Change the scene.
Change it. We're missing the action. Day, what is wrong with you? I know you've taken somebody else, and now you're about to take another one. But is it this time going to be ARP giving the L, or are they going to be taking the L? The case has been 2-0s across the board so far, and we're looking at somebody to break that pattern. And right now, Lai with a big frag coming through is going to open the floodgates here for the back alley push. Maybe she's got the bomb in hand. Certainly got 1 kill on board too.
Right. Well, first blood does come through for OK Divanity, specifically Laya, who found it with a literal frag. Good way to open things up, especially when she went down in the hard point. Might be giving a little bit of action towards the search and destroy. And see that we have Peachy and Fada tucked away in the corners, but it's Celestial. Does get a refrag, taking down NYC Rap.
Frag out.
Peachy doing it, just Peachy right there. Finds one with a nade, finds one with a gun. And here we go. Oh, that was Celestial with a nade. Oh my, Celestial. I didn't know you were so creative right here. 2v1 scenario, bombs down. It's in a very compromised spot to be held hostage. Push is going to come through. Peachy, 100% ready for it, right? Yeah. Oh, I was about to say, yeah. Is that the DRH I just heard? That was surely the DRH. Love it. Might have been. No, it was definitely the DRH day. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna definitely need you to might have been check that ish out.
Check that ish out. Verdict says. You know what? We've literally been spectating Peachy. DRH tactical prowl. Okay.
Okay.
Happy? Happy?
Am I still casting with you?
Yes, so that means you're happy.
So then, no, I'm definitely not happy then. Yeah, I'm.
All right.
Take another all day. You just got set up.
All right.
Yeah, and I just took a look at chat too. Day Tech is done with Yo Mama for the night. So.
B and Nothalo, we're gonna need to find a new caster for Thursday. Thank you so much.
Did you say Nothalo?
Not Chigs though.
No, Chigs is my only like backup. He studied the role. He knows what he's doing.
Oh God! All right, we'll keep Verdict. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, here we go. Here's a push. One player drop, but we saw the same similar scenario last round. First frag goes in favor of OK Divanity, and they are not okay with getting the retake here, but Rat doing justice. Mafia going to be able to find one too, and now it's just Celestial and Fada. We see the 2v5 ensue, where we see a round in favor of the OK Divanity. Celestial, she is, my God, who is playing on her account? Is this Snipes? Oh. That Nay girl, come on. There you go. Just get away. Just run away. We didn't see anything.
Well, Aylin probably had absolutely no right winning that gunfight, but she did come through with it. Now Celestial's about to rotate right in front. Oh my goodness.
Enemy contact.
Okay, Celestial. Well, we didn't want to say it, but you kind of got carried in the hard point. You played some good objective time, but right now you're carrying in the search, and we see what kind of demon we got in the lobby. But Laya, she is a demon with the CBR. That is going to be a first round in favor of OK Divanity.
All right, well, all tied up, 1-1. Divanity found some action early on, but need to find so much more to find ourselves in that game 3. See that the push is coming through a little bit slow and cautious for the side of ARP. They're not wanting to get a dome taken off once again. Celestial's obviously been putting numbers up. She's got 4 on board. Oh, Rat! What a shot. Fun fact, you remember the whole EU madness with Oxygen and Stamina where we all had to ban Rat in our chat?
Yeah.
I had to go through and unban Rat the other day. I totally forgot to ever take that off the ban list. And
no, you did it because you did the spawn, and Rat was going to be spammed everywhere.
Yeah. For that reason, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Peachy coming through with a big 2.
Look at Peachy with those DRH shots. Oh, Mafia ear holes. Good job there. Sugar to get the replay or the refrag, the repay, the revenge. The redundancy of Verdict just continuing to talk and not saying anything meaningful. So here we go. 2-1 now. ARP looking pretty solid, and a big redemption round from last was just Celestial all on her own, and she can only do so much in a 1v4. This time around, you got the whole squad ready to rock and roll. So 2-1. Big advantages for them. They've got a 1-0 lead in the series, and Day, we might be seeing a game 3 here tonight, question mark.
Well, we'll have to see. You can see that Fada is back in the corner over there, but she does get taken down, and now this is a big opportunity for Rat to get the turn. Turns around on Josie, shakes her head no, the disrespect. And just like that, the rest of her team falls, though, so. Be a little bit difficult here. You can now see Peachy's taking shots, but couldn't quite find the shots to connect. Still rocking the DRH, but has 6 kills on board, so can we really complain here? I don't know.
Absolutely not.
So.
I mean, Vague would be jumping up and down in his seat if if the DRH was back in the meta. I think that's some of the best games that I've ever seen Vague play with. So seeing the DRH in the hands of Peachy, it's very similar vibes now as we see it. 3-1 scenario. Celestial doing some decent work with the sniper, and I am 100% convinced someone's playing on her account because I didn't know girl was cracked like this. 6 kills already. 6, make it 7 for Peachy. The one-upper, the DRH. What'd you call it? The purple power? Oh, the tactical prowl. There we go. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. The purple people leader. They should have called it. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm down bad, Day. Shut up.
Listen, chat. Clearly, Verdict and I cannot get enough L's tonight. So, I didn't even have to throw him under the bus for that one. He brought it upon himself.
Yep.
Beta, you challenged that angle last time, and well, you took the business again. Wait a minute. How did Yachty kill both of them?
Yada
How
yada
did she
yada
get the
yada
angle
yada
for
yada
top
yada yada. I
mid?
don't know.
From what the
Contact with
heck?
enemy.
The freak.
Well, Laya is going to clean up the round there, at least closes the gap. We're now looking at a 3-2 advantage for the side of ARP. Verdict.
Hey.
What are you thinking? If you had to bet right now, are we seeing a game 3 or are ARP going to clutch this one up?
Oh, we're definitely seeing a game 3, baby.
All
I
right.
see it. It's right here. The flip sides. ARP now going to be on the attack. They're going to have to be the aggressors. They played very well playing conservative, but I don't know if they've got what it takes to open the floodgates and get those pushes and be aggressive. Fada, actually, she peeked that. Okay, you know, she's gassed. How the hell did you hit that? With the P90? She hits it from the backside of gas station. The same little corner that she died in. Just the irony.
Well, ends up working out. She picks up 1 kill, and that's going to give her team an edge, especially with it being a kill onto Aylin. And now Josie Lynn pushing up, finds Laya, but Yachty's here for the push, picking up kill number 4 for herself. Make it number 5 as well as she takes down Peachy. Those are 2 really big picks early on. Sugar get a snipe. Now looking at a 3 versus 2 in both the scoreline and in the current player lives. Yachty. Well, maybe a bad time to switch to her perspective. I thought she was about to peek that corner and take him down, but well, Rat gonna fall as Beta picks up the kill there. We're now looking at a 4 versus 2 as ARP stretch a little bit closer towards a 2-0 victory.
Certainly looking like the case, and you see what I did there? It's a little bit of that reverse psychology. I said, of course we're going to a game 3. You know what that means. I'm going to cast her cursor at the... Oh my god, Muffy. The Fire Mineral comes through. The nade shot lands right there on the red car coming right out of the spawn site of ARP, and I thought it was going to get more than 1, but surely it only got 1, so... Josie, she's got 2. She drops. Aylin picks up the refrag, and now it's a 2v3. Bomb's going to go down. Peachy looking to do the job and looking to seal the deal here in a 2-0 fashion. Spots eyes on 1. That's Mafi. Mafi able to get away smooth criminal style, but for how much longer now? She's going to make the push up. The pinch approach is coming through. Aylin looking for some shots. Mafi going to get 1. The push comes through to the cubby, and it might have been butchered right there. Oh, my God. Aylin, what were those shots? Homegirl.
A little bit rough. That challenge... I couldn't even tell if she actually ran out of ammo or if she just counted bullets and thought she got the kill and went for the reload. It all happened so quick.
That happens too, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it happens all the time. It happens all the time for sure. You get a couple hit markers and you're like, surely this person's dead. Sometimes that's just not the case. Josie Lynn pushing up aggressive, finds 1, and Rat make it 2. Gonna leave things in a 5 versus 3 situation with ARP on match point. Josie Lynn running a train on the side of OK Divanity right now.
Go with your bad self, Josie. She's popping off right now. She got 3 already in this round, 7 kills deep. She's looking for some more. Aylin's gonna be able to find 1 more before she passes Laya. She's the last hope here, and Fada gonna come through and absolutely dunked on right there. 6-2 fashion, 2-0 win here for the side of the ARP Haze. They are going to be your 4th and final 2-0 winners of the night and day. Homie.
My dude.
Not that game 3 I promised you. I lied, homie. I lied.
Listen, chat. Wanted the game 3, blame Verdict. He admitted to caster cursing it on purpose. He saw Tech come into chat, his new Warzone duo partner, and he was just ready to kick me to the damn curb. It's a shame. It's a shame.
It's a shame. It is a shame. But you know what's not a shame? ARP's performances. They put up solid numbers in the hard point. And they followed up with an even more solid Search and Destroy win. 6-2. And you look at it, it's pretty evenly distributed. As a matter of fact, we got 1 player with 8. That's Peachy. Did it very well with the DRH. And then we got a 777 moving down lower. Fada, Celestial, and Josie all picking up 7 kills apiece. And the Sugar down at the bottom, that's okay. Still sweet, Sugar. 4 kills on board with you. 5-6-5-5-5. That is just not going to cut it. And that is where our night ends, Day.
All right. Well, ARP, congratulations coming through with the 2-0 victory. You made the Search and Destroy look pretty convincing, coming through at a 6-2. And that's going to be our final game of the night, guys. you all so much for coming by. And one last time, a huge shout out to all the ladies in chat and all the ladies that played here today. Happy International Women's Day from myself, from Verdict, all of the Mobile Mayhem / Amplified staff as well. And, speaking of which, we have a ton of very, very talented ladies that are on that Mobile Mayhem staff. So big shout out to specifically B and Hello. And, we might have some new additions coming soon as well. So keep an eye out for that. And, of course, a huge shout out to everybody in chat. You guys coming by and hanging out with us during these events is what makes all of this possible. So thank you all so very much, and we'll be gearing up for a raid here shortly after a quick word from COD Mobile, and we'll see you guys on Thursday.
We will see you guys and gals on Thursday.
Oh, actually, no, quick results of the day, just in case if anybody did.
All right, I'm out.
Celeste coming through with the 2, Angels coming through with the 2-0 victory over Celeste. UD Girls coming through with a 2-0 victory over Violets. Xplicit Girls coming through with a 2-0 over Hells. And ARP rounding things out with the 2-0 over OK Divanity. And going to give us a standings that reflects such. We have 9 teams in the league currently. And it's going to be Angels, Xplicit, UD, and ARP all tied up with 20 apiece. And we have 8 teams. Why is Violets on here twice? I'll get that fixed, chat. I'm a bot. I'm dropping the ball today. That's my fault. Yeah, 8 teams in the mix. No buys. And 4 teams tied for first. And 4 teams tied for 5th. All right, quick word from COD Mobile. And you guys into a raid.
Carnage and chaos. Reminds me of home. I love the smell of blood and guts in the morning. It's time for you to experience true fear.